Okay, that was weird. Took it a second to realize that World of Warcraft was here, but hi, hello! It's been just a little bit, like what, 10 months since I've streamed? I'm terrified, to be honest. I feel like a lot has been, happening today with the whole ESO announcement and everything, so I was trying to get that reaction video out really fast, and just the excitement of a new ESO expansion, you know, has me all shaken up, much less, like, streaming again, like, hello everyone, and hello first time chatters, I'm glad y'all could be here. Yay! I'm glad that I wasn't just forgotten in my absence of streaming and uploading, so really means a lot. So today, obviously, World of Warcraft. I do want to fangirl about ESO with you guys. So I kind of figured a good way to ease back into streaming, especially while I'm going to be blabbing so much, is to get on my main. This is Rindris. This is my level 70 demon hunter that I've been way too obsessed with for like the past 2 years now. And we're going to be questing around Ashenvale, which I've already done part of in my free time. I've been working on Lore Master, which if you didn't know, is essentially the reward or like title you get whenever you do all of like the main story quests for each expansion, each zone, all of that. I've been tracking it over here. Still have to do Kalimdor. I think really alls I have done, I'm almost done with Shadowlands. I just had to do some dungeons, so I was like holding off on that until I could solo them because I'm a loner. But I think, yeah, I've done Kultiris and I've done Legion. I haven't done anything else. So I figured we could work towards Kalimdor. Oh, yep, the Hermaeus Mora class, right? Oh, and thank you for the follow, thank you. I think that may have been a little bit delayed. I don't really know what the delay is on the alerts, but, yeah, I was hoping they would be releasing a new class. I didn't consider a Hermaeus Mora theme. Like, y'all know how much I love Hermaeus Mora. Like, I am just so excited. I definitely got back into ESO at the perfect time. I've only been playing it again, like, this week. Which is in part because I heard, heard rumors about it and everything. Yeah, IGN did leak the expansion. I tried to avoid it. I heard that it was leaked. And luckily, like, no one in my Discord or anything, like, specified it. But, it got spoiled for me on Twitter. And I was kind of sad about it. I don't like that sort of thing being spoiled. It's so sad. Oh, August, you got... It would not allow you to say that. You're fine. There we go. The Nomo walking around so quickly is giving me anxiety. Same! I was watching him while I was, like, updating my socials and, like, getting ready. Let's go over here. And he was freaking me out, too. It's like, guy, calm down. We need chill vibes today. Chill. Streaming is not scary. Yes, Naryu and Asher will be coming back too. So happy. Yes. Oh, it's exciting. It's exciting. I legit just got the Dragonflight Lore Master achievement after finding a random side quest while mining. Oh, yeah. I think you have to do a couple of dungeons in the plains, and so I haven't gotten that one yet. I'm like, I'll never actually have Lore Master because I'm a weenie, and I don't want to run dungeons with people that I don't know, and I only know, like, it's like, I kind of know other people that play this game, but I don't really, like, play with other people, you know what I'm saying? I play with Ryder, and that's it. And I need to get better about that. But, yeah, it's like I'll never actually have the title because I'll always be just stuck on the current expansion, and it's dungeons if they keep doing that to me. So, oh, man. Alright, so I did abandon these quests. Like I said, I was already doing some of them whenever I was working on Lore Master in my free time. I guess we should just talk to the Anxious Gnome here. Pick his quest up again because I did abandon them because even though they expanded the quest log for the amount of quests you could have, it still filled up really fast in Dragonflight, and I had to abandon all of my Lore Master quests. So these Night Elves send out a desperate call for help to us. Goes something like this. Okay. We are about to witness misogyny. I hate this fucking gnome. I hate this guy. Okay. Gnomebiz changes the pitch of his voice to sound like a woman. Please come help us. The big mean horde has goblins. Oh, we can't handle goblins. They pull our hair and make us cry. Like, I want to punt this little bitch. Do not make fun of night elves. Do not make fun of women. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Right, anyway, so here we are. The first thing I did was upgrade their aerial defenses with some of my new sniper guns. Come on, guy. Don't return to your pacing just because I want to read. Hate this guy. Hate him. Dreadful. Dreadful. This is a Cataclysm quest. And I think, when was Cataclysm? Like, I've only been playing World of Warcraft for the past, like, couple of years, and it shows, was it like 2011? Earlier? I don't remember, but it's old. And I think it shows through this nasty little man. A problem is they don't use guns. Do yourself a favor and lend them a hand, huh? Find them south of here. Sure. Oh, wait. Ooh, that's leading us... Okay, what? I came here because I was like, yeah, we're going to quest around in Ashenvale, and he's sending me to Stone Talon anyway, so we're not even going to do that yet. Because my plan was to finish Ashenvale, which I thought we still had quests to do here. Yeah, we totally do. And then move on to Fellwood, because Rindris is from this area. Naturally, not very surprising given that he is a night elf. But yeah, I wanted to quest around here, so... Punt the gnome, cancel the gnomes, right? Hate this fellow. Hate him. Necrom and ESO looks so similar to Tamriel Rebuilt, too. They definitely took some inspiration from it, but I can't ever say they did. Yeah, I haven't seen it in Tamriel Rebuilt, so I'll have to... I've been meaning to play through that for years, but I haven't, as it goes. Because I'm always the sort of person that I'm like, well, I want to record this thing, and then I never get around to actually recording it, because there's just not enough time in the world, so... Guardsman, I dropped that gnome in self-defense, right? Like, I don't think these sentinels would care if I did. Like, I don't think they'd care. Okay, hopefully this one's not just sending us to Stone Talon, because I may have come to the wrong area. I just saw the requests here that needed to be done, so... Several years ago, Stormwind's Captain Curzon brought a brigade into Stranglethorn Vale. Are you sending me to Stranglethorn now, please? No, I just want to be in Ashenvale. I want to be in the pretty night elf zones. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Okay, she's sending me to Stranglethorn. We're ignoring these guys. Never mind. I never should have come here, apparently. We're going over here and see what this person wants. Hopefully it's something to do with Ashenvale. That would be nice. Because, like, look at this zone. Is this not the vibiest? Like, this and Ardenweald? Can't be beat. Can't be beat. I think Ardenweald is personally my favorite, but it's also, like, a newer zone, so that's kind of unfair. And it's just very blue, and as you can tell... Huge fan. Huge fan. Tamriel Rebuilt is certainly a lot. So much content. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like it would take quite a while to get through, so... Oh, hey! I know the quests are down there, but fun fact... This all right here? Oh, thank you for the follow. Dagothgur? Excellent. Excellent. This is where Rindris's house was. His childhood home. Not the one that he lived in as an adult, but... Yeah. That happened. So, I'm still working on Rindris's backstory. Like I mentioned in a video, I do have Total RP3, my beloved. But I don't actually have, like, his backstory updated. I've been working on it in a Google Doc because I'm like, I can't let people see it if it's not done. But he does have some stuff filled out, so, and Ardenweald music that plays. I love this add-on. I can't stop showing it off, so, let's see here. This way, yes. Ashenvale and Darkshore will also be some of my favorite zones because of how much time I spent in them as a wee child playing a Night Elf and Vanilla. It's so homey, right? I was always the kid that wanted to play World of Warcraft so bad, but I played RuneScape instead because it was a lot cheaper. And my parents, like, I have an older brother. Naturally, we played a lot of games together growing up. My parents didn't want to play or pay for 2 WoW subs, and I know we could have just shared one, but we didn't because we'd probably bicker about it. We just had 2 RuneScape subs instead because it didn't even equal one of these subs. So I always just grew up wanting to play World of Warcraft, and every time I'd see anything dealing with Night Elves, I was just like, yes. Like, I had Night Song in one of my playlists as a middle schooler. Enthralled. But, yeah, I only started playing it recently, so. Well, like, recently. At the end of, was it the end of, I don't know, it's been like 2 years now. A long time, Tamriel, I'm glad to see you back. I'm glad to see you here. First time chatter. Hello, hello. The only reason I got to play as a kid was because I used my dad's account. That's fair, yeah. My parents, like, they they got me into gaming because they were, like, my mom was super into, like, the first Zelda, not so much the second one, if anyone is. But yeah, like, they were into gaming. I remember watching my dad play some games and whatnot, but they just, like, fell off of it because they were like, oh, well, we had y'all and, like, didn't have time for games. And I'm like, that is a lie, because me and my brother wanted to play games with y'all so bad, and they didn't, but they never played World of Warcraft. So I'm always envious of those people that their parents played and they get to play with them. Like, I ran into some, like, person in game that were telling me that they were playing with their dad. I was like, that is so lovely. I wish my dad would play. RuneScape was funny. I might still do RuneScape streams. I'm not sure. I am still playing it, but I've done a lot of quests in my free time. So I kind of ruined the whole, like, playing through all the quests, you know? So, I should probably read this quest dialogue, or I'm going to sit here talking to chat forever, which is kind of the point of today's stream, catching up. But we'll pick this up real quick, so maybe we can do something while we catch up. Okay, True Power of the Rod. I think I may have dropped a quest item here somewhere. Now take the rod, and while using its power, speak with my brother. Okay, we are definitely missing something here. Like, I did other quests prior to this one, and it shows. Maybe we should just skip to Fellwood, to be honest. Because I don't want to, like, I know it doesn't really matter too much, but I like telling stories. I like going through the storylines with you guys, so I don't know. I was thinking I wanted to do Ashenvale because it's pretty. And I always try my best anytime I'm playing RuneScape or World of Warcraft. I'm always trying my best to convince all of my Elder Scrolls friends and followers to play these games too. They're so good. Join me, please. I want to form a guild eventually. It'd be very casual and roleplay focused. Not raiding in dungeons, though I would like to have friends to do those with someday. Maybe having a guild would help, but I just don't know enough people to form one yet, and it's sad. But yeah, I think we're going to go to Fellwood. Yeah, Mom's the same way. She never wants to play anything. Last game she played was OG Mario. Yeah, it's like I've spent my whole life pretty much trying to convince my parents to play like Oblivion, Skyrim, all of that, and they just refuse. So my dad sadly no longer plays because of sub feeds and stuff. Oh yeah. Keeps up with it through your rambles. Well, that's at least nice. My parents have no idea what I'm on about half the time. My mom called me about something earlier, and I was just telling her all about Hermaeus Mora and the statue that I just bought. And she was just like, yeah, that's great. Okay. So, they at least listen. They at least listen. They just have no idea what I'm talking about. Having parents that would even seem interested in playing World of Warcraft seems so bizarre to me. Right? Like, one of my friends that I know in real life, their parents played World of Warcraft. And, like, I remember thinking that was cool before I played World of Warcraft. I was just like, what? I want to join y'all. Okay, so the first quiz, yeah, I think it's just up here. So this is the Fellwood. It was like Ashenvale, and then obviously Fell. That's like demon energies in World of Warcraft. I always feel like I have to explain it, even though I know I have World of Warcraft followers now. But just humor me for the Elder Scrolls people. Yeah, obviously some shit went down with some demons. So, let's go ahead and pick up this quest. We are the last of the Furbolg race. The Timbermaw tribe remains uncorrupted, yet we face the same hostility from outsiders. Most believe that it is not possible that there could actually be Furbolg that escaped the corruption. Angry at those that strive to make enemies too quickly, my brethren now attack any that draw near. They trust no one. Great. But perhaps if you strive to make your presence peaceful with them, they might look upon you as an ally. Okay, well, I could ask about it, but I'm gonna assume that I could do that just by helping you out, just help you guys out in general, so... The Furbolg village to the south is the home of the Deadwood tribe. Sworn enemies of the Timbermaw, they are corrupted and foul like so many others, driven mad by the taint of these woods. Something unusual has occurred near the village, though. Travelers coming here have said that the totem next to the road has spoken to them. I have heard nothing every time I approach it. Perhaps it'll speak to you, Rindris. Maybe you can find out what's going on for me. Alright, we're speaking to a totem. Alright, I guess I should get off my mount so we can actually... People always tell me, they're like, zoom out! I'm just like, I don't want to play like this. I'm used to playing first-person games. Like, I am just going to comfortably sit right here. I like to see who I'm talking to, you know? Oh, it's slow right now, so I'm gonna watch until someone comes in. Hi, Ryder. My husband's here. Hello. And I'm also behind on chat again. I don't handle game reveals well. I cried when Elder Scrolls 6 was announced, and I cried today when Necrom was confirmed. Okay, if you've seen, I'm sure, the Elder Scrolls 6 announcement trailer. I cried too. I was holding back tears at Necrom. I don't know if you could tell in the video, but my eyes definitely, like, were watering up, and I was about to cry too. What's with that? I don't know. I just get so excited that I'm just like, I guess I need to cry. If I feel any emotion, that's just what I have to do, apparently. See, I like that you explain the lore to folks, since you do have so many Elder Scrolls followers. Makes it easier to get into a game or fandom when it's more accessible. Yeah, see, I try. I feel like the beginning of a stream is not the best time for me to try to do so. Like, I saw around Iris Lake, and I was like, I could talk about Rindra's backstory, and then just was hit and reminded by how frantic my brain always is at the beginning of streams. So we'll wait further into the stream to perhaps discuss some Rindra's backstory. Perhaps. Like I said, it's still not, I'm still working on it, so I'm just like, I'm nervous about it. But I'm just terrified I'm gonna mess the lore up whenever I'm trying to explain it because of my scatterbrained ways. So I'll try my best. I will try my best. I found you on YouTube a few months ago and have waited to see if you ever stream. I've watched so much of your Skyrim plays. Oh yeah, well, I'm hoping that I'll be streaming regularly now. Yeah, it had been like 10 months there. So my plan right now, I usually record on Wednesdays and Thursdays, kind of before Ryder takes his lunch break and comes home. So I figure after he leaves from that lunch break would be a good time to stream. So what I'm hoping to do, World of Warcraft Wednesdays, the Elder Scrolls Online Thursdays, which I'm not streaming tomorrow because I have plans, but hopefully next Thursday we will be returning to ESO. The Wanderer 1990, hello, thank you for the follow, but yeah, I'm hoping that I'll stick to it this time, because it's like every time I start streaming I'm like, it's not bad at all. I'm just an anxious little bitch, so what can I say? I cannot comprehend being fully zoomed out. I would cry. Yeah. I get really visually overwhelmed. So people with like really cluttery UIs, and even my achievements, I'm just gonna close that just in case y'all are also easily overwhelmed. But yeah, I don't like being zoomed out. I like being focused on what I'm focusing on. I don't want things everywhere. I know I have some things that I'm covering up over here, but I slowly add things. I can't watch other people play World of Warcraft a lot just because I get overwhelmed. Like people raiding, and they have all like the damage meters and whatnot, and just everything popping up telling them what to do. Stresses me out, man. Stresses me out. Took me a minute to reinstall Twitch, but I'm here. I'm glad you could make it. Yay. Okay. I should probably finally read this dialogue. At this lake, the crystal of Zin Malor was stolen by the Highborn. The crystal was a powerful artifact that bent arcane magic in wild and unpredictable ways, but it could only be held by the worthy, and brought doom upon all others. The spirits that wander here span generations, each shackled by Zin Malor. Some will speak and tell their fates. Should you wish to learn the fate of Zin Malor, seek the spirit at the center of the lake. Okay, the Lady of the Lake. We will go speak to her eventually. We're probably going to speak to that totem first, since it's right there. And all right. The sickening corruption of demons pervades this entire forest. The soil, the trees, the animals, all grow thick with fell magics. We of the Emerald Circle, which is druids and whatnot, if you couldn't tell, have sworn to cleanse this forest, and doing so requires a constant battle. While some life here can still be healed, the bears and wolves that wander nearby have been twisted too far. We must end their suffering and ensure their bodies do not spread the taint further. Hunt the bears and wolves and return to me with their hides. Alright, simple enough. Just kill some things. We like quests like that. Simple. We want simplicity today while we ease back into this. So, let us first go ahead, speak to this totem. You! Yes, you! I have chosen you, Night Elf, as my champion. You will do the work of Roombo. Okay? Sure, guess we have no choice. Also, I think my storyline add-on is glitching out. This is an add-on, by the way, that you can actually zoom it, because otherwise it's just like the little text page, and I kind of hate that. I much prefer, I don't know, it's almost like a Guild Wars 2 style of like quest dialogue and whatnot. I like seeing the characters interact somewhat and kind of slowly going through the text. You, wanderer, bow before the might of Rumbo, great god of the Timbermaw tribe. Hear my will. The evil Deadwood tribe lives in the village behind me. They are big jerks. I mean, they sully my name with their wicked misdeeds. They persecute my cherished Timbermaw tribe and hurt them. I demand you inflict my justice. Defeat the Deadwood and I will give you my favor. Yes, the favor of Rumbo. All right, sure. More just kill some things. And another one. Rumbo hungers. The Deadwood jerks have stolen all their honey from Timbermaw tribe. Rumbo saw him do it. Now Rumbo must have that honey. Take this stick. Yes, this stick. Take this stick and use it to steal the honey from their beehives and Deadwood village. Rumbo must have as much honey as possible. This is vital, clearly. Alright, so nothing strange at all going on with Rumbo over here. Completely normal totem. Perfectly fine. We'll do all that for him. Murder some furbolgs, steal their honey. Why not? They're evil, right? It's always hilarious when you use that mod for quest, it bugs out, and you end up dwarfed by like a giant human child model. Yes, especially, okay, if I go into my demon form and then I talk to someone, it's happened with a child before. I am just this tiny little demon man next to this giant freaking horrifying child. Yeah, I love this add-on. It's great. I highly recommend it. It's one I can't really live without. Yo, Rumbo stands, rise up. Yes, truly, truly iconic. I wish I could play WoW, but I haven't the funds. I feel that so much. That was me for many a year, so, Also, I forgot to silence my phone. It is buzzing. Leave me alone. I have no time for messages right now. Except for chat, I guess. That's still a form of messaging, but still. Yeah, me too, and I'd play it if not for money. I completely feel that. It is free until level 20, so you can give it a try, but that runs the risk of you becoming addicted to it, like I did, and then having to deal with the repercussions of that. Now, I did mention I am on my main. I'll just say it again, though, because I know some people are just hopping in, but I am level 70. These guys are level 30. I'm going to be one-shotting everything. Please, especially to those of you new to World of Warcraft, don't let this... Don't let this sway you that this is just how combat in World of Warcraft works, because it isn't. I am just in a lower level zone than I should be, because I want to chill and work on the quests here so that I can get a nice title for doing all the lore quests. So that is why I'm just one-shotting everything. I figured this would be a good thing to do on our first couple of streams back, just to help me get used to it again. So, I'm also looking for honey. It would probably be in this glowing, shimmering beehive, actually. So, there we go. Bees. Oh! We're attacked by bees! I'm about to have Fell Rush. I don't think I want to be in this water, though. It's a little stank looking. A little corrupted, maybe. So, okay, no. I need to stop tracking that one. I was like, was that something I'm supposed to do here? But no, it wasn't. Definitely wasn't. Okay, I could pick plants too while we're at it. I know I don't necessarily need to, but for some of my other characters, I have it to where all my characters, I have their professions figured out already. If you're gonna approach me, I'm going to whack you anyway. But I feel like I need to gather herbs for my other characters to be able to level up. I don't know. I won't spend too much time gathering. I'll at least try. Please no bees this time. Alright, good. I keep thinking he had a third quest that he wanted us to do, but I think I just got thrown off by the one that we had already picked up. I probably shouldn't even, since we're not going to do it right now, but yeah. Okay, I feel like... Yep. I was like, there should be one over here. There we go. I probably walked past a bunch, to be honest. There's one over here. But yeah, I'm really torn on, with ESO. The new class that's coming out. So good for Gonair. But also so is Storm. Oh god, bees. So is Storm Sorcery. And I really like playing as Gonair in ESO. And he's like level 30, so he's not like maxed or anything. So it's like I could remake him. But I think instead I'm probably just going to make it. It's called an Arcanist, right? I'm pretty sure it was just called Arcanist. I think my Arcanist is actually going to be Bjorn. because I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen in between Skyrim and Elder Scrolls 6. My hair is being really annoying, and so are these bees. I'm like, I need to just tuck it behind her. I'm gonna keep messing with it. I'm not really sure exactly what's going to happen in between Skyrim and Elder Scrolls 6, but Bjorn's gonna get to know Hermaeus Mora too, more than likely, so I think it would fit for him. I have made him an ESO. What is with these bees? I swear, I usually get them like twice, maybe, when I do this quest. I'm being haunted by them. Oh my god. They're really mad at me today. Speaking of bugs, I don't have my little follower out. My little Everglow, Rendress's little friend. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm just gonna play as Bjorn for that. And I hope that I like it, because I feel like I just, like, don't have a favorite class in ESO. I feel like the combat in World of Warcraft is much more fun. I actually have a favorite class, Demon Hunter, Havoc Demon Hunter, which I highly prefer playing over, like, anything in any other game. Well, I guess I like Warrior a lot in World of Warcraft too, but I just don't have anything like that in ESO, and it makes me sad. I like how your character is a level 70 one-shotter, but bees is what's gonna... Yeah, that's what makes him panic. He's actually my bug man. I got little moths on his back. Moth here. Moth here. He's actually a, there's a word for it, but I can't remember it now. He's a silk maker, but he doesn't make silk in the mean way. He actually mends the cocoons back together and makes silk, like, after the moths hatch, so he doesn't have to boil them alive. So he's very bug-themed himself, or, yeah, except, a little bit more so in D&D. I've been trying to work it into World of Warcraft too, but he's very bug-themed in D&D, so. Maybe try and make one as an alt and change it up if you like it better. That's true, I could do that. I don't really play as Bjorn, in ESO, so it wouldn't matter if I made him, but I don't really have anyone else that would be a Storm Sorcerer. Like, it's like, kind of Gone Air only fits that, so I think I'm just gonna do it like that. But, I don't know. I hope they give us an extra character slot whenever the new class comes out, because I am awful on ESO, because I make too many alts on every game. It worked! I mean, yes, the will of Rumbo has been carried out. You've done well, creature. You may have these shiny coins. Great! Thank you, Rumbo. Thank you. Rumbo can smell whatever, or whether you have honey or not. I do. So, honey, delicious honey. Well done, ugly creature. Wow, alright, thanks. You may put the honey down right there. No, to the left. Yes, there. Just leave it there. Alright. Anything else? Yes. You have done well, Night Elf. Rumbo is pleased by your bravery and the delicious honey you have given Rumbo. Now you must dance! Yes! Dance for Rumbo! Dance! Why? Okay. I'm already doing it. I interrupted it. Okay, we'll dance again. Dance for Rumbo! Yes. Shh, they can hear you, dummy. Don't call me dummy. Okay, there is fighting amidst the Rumbo. What is happening? Oh, yep. Baby furbolgs. Of course. Probably not safe for you just to be scampering about, but okay, I guess we are done with that. We have to kill some of these wolves here, so there we go. Just get your pelt. Thanks. I love that quest, though. It's wholesome. I love Rumbo. Even if he does call me an ugly creature, which isn't very cool, but yeah. Moths are so cute. I love moths. I know that's a butterfly, but yeah, I'm a huge fan of moths too. They and cats, my favorite animals, so. I always feel bad these quests that are just like, murder a bunch of animals, but I guess they're corrupted, so we'll do what we have to. We probably don't need to just straight up do that quest. I bet if we turn this one in, we could probably kind of go this way and just do this one along the way. So I will get these guys, but Rendress is not an ugly monster. He's a very nice looking sir. What? Well, thank you. Yes, I agree. He is a lovely little night elf, despite night elf men having very, tiny little waist that I just want to grab him. And also perpetually angry faces. This is actually like the lesser of the angry faces that I could get for him. Most of them are straight up scowling, teeth out and everything. Did I not loot that one? Rude, I thought I did. Alright, we're already 5 done, so there we go. Why are all your OCs so handsome? I'm enamored. Oh, thank you. It's because I like drawing pretty elf boys. As simple as that. Listen, after what happened with Teldrassil, I'd be scowling too, right? Yeah, same. I don't blame him. Living in this world, yeah. Those two brats, I should have known. They were smart enough to hush whenever I went to examine the totem. I'll be sure to find them and drag them back to Timbermaw Hold by the ears. Thank you for looking into it. Alright, well we got some shoes out of it. Huge upgrade, I'm sure. It's actually item level, or no, I was thinking, now I've got ESO on the brain, so I was thinking whenever it said level, that it was like character level, but that's not how it works in World of Warcraft. I can't go between games. What is wrong with me? The cleansing of this forest has been a grueling process. For every success we have achieved, a new challenge has arisen. The Jadefire Satyr have been a constant nuisance. They seek to corrupt the forest just as we seek to cleanse it. Now we have taken steps to begin eradicating them from Felwood entirely. Travel to Jadefire Glen to the west and rid the forest of their presence. You'll find the entrance just north of the walls of Deadwood Village. Look for their vile banners. Alright, so some Satyr as well. These are older WoW quests, so we are just gonna kind of be chilling and killing things in large numbers, as it tends to go. But, yeah, unsurprisingly enough, it's not one of my more original ideas, but Rendrus actually was from Felwood before it became Felwood. His house was actually right about here. And in between Shadowlands and Dragonflight, and kind of just on and off in between doing other things, he has actually been living up here, so long as I keep that the same. It's subject to change. Everything with him is subject to change. He is a work in progress, but, yeah, he'll actually stay there and kind of helps, with the cleansing and whatnot, hunting down leftover demons, so this is actually very canonical that he would come back here and help out. He wasn't here during Cataclysm. He was very much encased in a rock, as most demon hunters were, but yeah. A lot of wolves are out here, so we're gonna go ahead and wipe them out. Moths are the best. Moths versus butterflies is just proof that pretty privilege exists, right? Like, okay, so usually butterflies have prettier wings. I wouldn't say that's always true, but if you actually look really closely at a moth and how hairy they are and their cute little eyes and antennas, like, they're so much cuter. Like, they're adorable. Love moths. I've said this before in videos, but I'm gonna say it again. If you ever have a moth in your house, please try to get them out. Don't let your cat eat them or whatever. Even if you don't like moths, all you have to do is just get a flower. I keep flowers either on our back porch or like in a vase, even if they're very shriveled up and dead like they currently are in my vase. But I just always try to keep flowers in case a moth gets in. You just hand them the flower, they will land on it, and you take them outside. Like, they will stay on that flower. I have never had an instance where they won't. So, please, for me, save the moths. They're fun little fellows. Okay, a bunch of pelts over here too. Did that? Okay, I am looting them. It's just not, I guess I'm just closing it too fast. Kind of rude. Auto loot doesn't want to kick in. The chunk makes me so happy, right? Oh, they're adorable. Just adorable. Okay, we have all of those now. I guess we'll go ahead and deal with the satyr, which look like they're more over here. I know I could fly over there, but I have just such a tendency to just walk around all the time, especially when I'm recording. I don't know what's the deal with that, but it feels more adventurous than just flying everywhere, so we're just gonna waltz straight on in. Every time I info dump about my OCs, I have to have a big work in progress sign above them because things are always subject to change, right? Like, okay, so the Skyrim finale is coming up, right? I'm gonna just sit here so I can focus on chatting because I'm not good at multitasking, apparently, but, the Skyrim finale is coming out, and for that, I was planning on doing a montage of some of my, like, just favorite points throughout the series, like, either story-based things or just funny moments, stuff like that. But I watched the beginning of the first episode where I started talking about Gonair's lore, and I was so stressed out. I was like, too much has changed. Both with him and with me. I can't do this. So don't expect a montage. It will take me 30 years. I'm planning on maybe recording that tomorrow because I have given up that idea because I'm like, it's too painful. But yeah, all my OCs forever works in progress. Playing as Gonair and D&D changed so much, both with D&D Gonair and Skyrim Gone Air that I'm just like, a character will never be finished. I should give up on keeping so much about Rindris and Galaron secret because, I don't know, y'all are along for the ride too, I guess. Just wanting you to know that some parts of my day were kind of rough and I'm going to have a rough week, I already know, but being a part of your stream is the highlight of my day. Oh, you make me so happy and I just want you to know that you're awesome. That means a lot, thank you. That's really sweet. I'm glad that, I don't know, this is something that's important to you because it's like, once again, it's the thing that I'm always like a little bit nervous about doing because I'm like, oh, what if no one's there? What if everyone's in chat and they hate me? You know, stuff like that. So it's just, that means a lot. Thank you. I'm glad that you could be here. Maybe updated lore videos? Only if you'd like to. I need to, especially for Teldrin because his video was, ooh, so long ago. I definitely want to do that. It's time consuming. Those are very time consuming. Something I have been doing, if you're not a part of my Discord, which this should be, if I remember, Twitch's laying out well enough below me, an invite to, I do actually have like a section where you can make little profiles for your OCs, and I want to update them there and whatnot. I just need to actually write their profiles too, which I have been working on. I've been working on my Warcraft ones for it. I just haven't posted those yet either. And I have like a placeholder for Gone Air whenever I first made that feature available in the server, but yeah, it's just a placeholder, so need to update that too. But I especially think if, say we do form like a World of Warcraft guild, or I want to resurrect my ESO guild, I do have one, it's just I hadn't been active for the past couple of years, so it's a little dead. I guess we'll go ahead and just fly back here, but potentially, if I update that, maybe we could focus a little bit more on roleplay, because I know my channel is all about telling stories. I know a lot of y'all love to tell stories, and I honestly love reading about y'all's OCs so much. That makes me so happy. So I love talking about them, all of that stuff. So I feel like having that in the server, both for ESO, World of Warcraft, whatever else, like it doesn't have to be an OC from anything in particular. It can be from whatever you want, but I just feel like that was a good idea. Neat little thing. So a lot of my OCs are interconnected so for me, when I update one OC, I have to update so many others to fit it. Yes, that too. All of mine are connected. So every time that I move them, say, like, whenever I took my Elder Scrolls characters and I put them into D&D, I had to move all of them. And then I took them, that little group, and moved them all to World of Warcraft. Well, not all. Some of them did get cut for simplicity's sake. But I've been trying to figure out, it's like, what is Gone Air doing? Some shit, that's for sure. So, because if you didn't know, Rindris is Gone Air's son, my Skyrim character's son. And he'll be in the Elder Scrolls too, just different. They're always different. I don't want to just keep them exactly the same, because that's boring and also impossible whenever you're working with franchises that already exist. But yeah, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Yours is the only one I'm in, though, yeah, I don't think anyone is on ESO guilds anymore. Yeah, I am very thankful that you stayed, and that anyone that is still in the guild did stay. I appreciate that. I hope that I can revive it. It can actually be something we use again, because that was fun playing with you guys. There is a plane going by or something, and I don't know if y'all can hear that, but I don't appreciate it because it scared the hell out of me. I thought that was my computer for a second. I'm like, it should not be making that sound. I'm sorry, I'm so behind on chat. I'm trying. I would love more lore/backstory vids. I'm planning on making a few vids for my characters on my channel. I actually need to have a proper backstory I'm content with. I feel that. Don't wait until it's perfect, because it'll never happen, because I try to do the same thing and it just never works out like that, but you definitely should. I'd love to see those. So, if you want, I can chunk in a server invite and chat for the people that want it. Yeah, if you want to, like, that's up to you. Like I said, there should be one, like, there's a big, pretty moon thing that almost looks like my webcam frame here that just says Discord, and if you click on that, you'll have an invite. So, assuming that it's still active, it should be. Let me know if it's not, but your videos inspired me to write more about my OCs and to play Morrowind for the first time. Oh, I'm glad, and I assume you liked Morrowind, given your username, so I'm glad I can inspire you. That always means a lot, especially knowing that I can make people, like, be inspired to, like, write OCs, draw their OCs, just stuff like that. It's so fun. It's so soul healing that I'm just like, yes, that's my only purpose now, is I want to inspire others to do the same because it's wonderful. Hey, this is an old school RuneScape, right? Right? I know. That's my brother, everyone, by the way. Cosmic, hello. Glad you could be here. I might stream RuneScape again at some point, but I'm not sure. Not sure. Since I've already been doing so many quests. Whoops. I must have the pelts to purge them of the leftover demon essence. Yep, here you go. I will see these are burned swiftly and safely, Rindrus. You have my thanks. Alright, and he gave me some pants. Thank you. Really needed them. Yeah. Gotta get a little silver out of it at least, so. Yes, you inspired me to play Morrowind too, then I got addicted. Yep. As it goes with Morrowind. I am sorry I inflicted that pain upon you. I love to watch your videos and play Skyrim/Oblivion. Thank you, and welcome to the stream. I see you are a first-time viewer, so welcome, welcome. Although I have all my interconnected characters because I've had to remake them so many times, I think I'll be sticking generally to only making Skyrim playthroughs for the 4 of them. 2 of them are definitely decided. Jeff Dar, me, and another, but I don't know about the last one. Too many from the fam to pick. I have that too. I'm really struggling with Elder Scrolls 6 and who I'm going to play as, because I do have characters picked out, because my assumption is that it's going to be a few years after Skyrim. But if I'm wrong, and it's, say, 20 to, like, 100, 200 years again after Skyrim, I might be Rindrus. It might happen. Rindrus keeps doing that to me. I was planning on playing a different character for our next, sorry, I'm still, like, I have the lunch burp still. I had a really late lunch because of the ESO thing, but, yeah, I was planning on playing one character, and then I made Rindrus and love him too much that now I'm like, he's gonna be my next long-term D&D character whenever Ryder starts up his next campaign. So, I feel that. I feel that a lot. I'm just like, I have no idea who I'm gonna play as in Elder Scrolls 6 anymore. Thought I had an idea, but... Because as of now, if it's just a few years after, it's going to be Adamo's son. One of them. I'm gonna be twins. But I'm going to focus on one of them, because one of them is my character, and one of them is Ryder's character. Twin brothers, so. The Emerald Circle thanks you, Rindrus. If we all work together here, we can purge these demons from our midst. Yes, okay. The Emerald Circle is sworn to accept the help of any who wish to fight the demons of Felwood. Though my people have long shunned the arcane, we cannot afford to deny ourselves such advantage here. Arcanus Delarus, a surviving Highborn mage, helps us battle the Jade Fire at Seder. Follow the roads to the north, and you will find her at her encampment overlooking the ruins of Constellus. If you wish to help cleanse Felwood, follow her requests as you have mine. Yeah, see, this is, like, so good. Like, Rindrus would definitely be doing this if it wasn't, like, however many years ago in-game. He's been doing stuff kinda like this, so... Literally made my first Nervarine while watching you. Aw, that makes me happy. It was so convenient for me whenever I made Teldrin, because I had already written Gonair very, very, very poorly and not accurate to the lore, as his story was originally, but, yeah, he had his parents, he had his grandmother. I never mentioned his grandfather, so I was just playing Morrowind, I had made Teldrin, and I was like, I kinda like this guy. I should make him a character, and I did, and now he's one of my favorites, so. All of my characters have come from Gonair. Pretty much. They all kind of spiraled out from him, this one character. When you get that one OC that becomes a hyperfixation for like the next 78,000 years, yeah, that's Rindrus for me right now. I feel a Galaron phase coming on since I started doing Classic again. I love Galaron. Okay, do not let prejudice or ancient grudges interfere with our mission here, Kaldori. Okay, so this is a Highborn, which a long time ago, there was the Night Elven Empire? I think it was an empire. I could be wrong. That was very classist and essentially separated out the nobles of the Kaldori, the Night Elves, into their own race, even though originally they weren't any different. They are the Highborn. So this is a leftover Highborn because Night Elves are, or at least they were for a while, immortal. So the Highborn are still here sometimes. Every now and then you'll come across one, but yeah, I'm actually thinking Teldrin and Gonair in this world are Highborn, probably. Maybe. I might not stick with that. Yes, there will be plenty of time for squabbling and distrustful looks when we are done here. There's little time to talk, Demon Hunter. The druids fight valiantly against the satyr, but fell sorcery blocks their path. Luckily, I have a plan.
May the stars guide you.
The satyr hide their corrupted moonwell behind an impenetrable barrier of demonic fire. Their forces must have some way of getting through it. I'm glad they still do the cute little night elf hops, because once again, they are just night elves, but... Interrogating the satyr will be useless, but the imps they consort with will be easily swayed. I have a specific one in mind as well. In the foothills to the east, a lone imp has been seen wandering, far from the other demons. He should prove easy pickings. Weaken him with combat and... Weaken him, one-shot him. That might be a problem. And then use this enchanted sack to capture him. Then I'll do the talking. Weaken Impsy. What a creative name there. I'm once again behind on chat. Oh no. Okay. The twins are so cute and what little I've seen of them. I think they were only in the WWE video. Yeah, I think that's right. Eldorel and Tarim. We're actually playing them right now in D&D. Because in between long campaigns, like a couple of our friends have been DMing, and then Ryder's going to do Descent to Avernus. And right now, it's just in one of our friends' campaigns, we're actually playing as the twins. So I have them on the mind at the moment. But thank you. I do like them a lot. I'm excited for that too with Skyblivion. If we get more volunteers, maybe it'll come out sooner. Ah, yes! I'm so excited for Skyblivion. I don't know exactly who I'm going to play as, because obviously there's Corellian. Poor Corellian. And then I don't think the video that I talked about this in has come out yet, but I'm actually planning on making another Oblivion character that does everything Corellian doesn't do, which is most things. Then there might be one other character, but I'm thinking there'll just be the two. So it's like I could be her, or I could be what I usually am whenever I'm not recording, which is Teldrin from an alternate universe where instead of going to Akavir, he gets sent home. So I might be Teldrin because I love Teldrin. So Gunhair, your muse. He pretty much is my muse, and you almost spelt it right. Good job, good job. There's been someone commenting. Actually, there's been multiple people commenting, or that have commented before, that spell Gunhair like Gunner, and I just think that that's adorable. His name is stupid. I'm so sorry that I've done that to y'all. Anytime y'all want to spell it, you have to try. Like, 2 people have gotten it right, and I think they just took it from the title of the video. So, it's a dumb name. You know what it was like? I don't know if my brother's still in the chat, but whenever I was telling him about Gunhair when I was like 14, I'm pretty sure it was him. It may have been one of my friends, but I was like, yeah, his name's Gunhair. And either he or my friend, whoever it was gonorrhea? And I was just like, what? I didn't know what it was. And that's haunted me ever since. And I've gotten reminded of that a good times. But you know what? It's funny. So, and he is here. Was that you? It was you. Yep. I thought so. I just remember what is that? No, my cool OC. Because he was definitely a lot edgier back then. So sorry you had to listen to that. I mentioned this in the server, but you're the reason I have enormous backstories for all my characters and the reason they are interconnected. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but sometimes 'tis a pain. Yep, I feel that, and once again, glad I could inspire. I'm more excited for Skywind rather than the Skyblivion, to be honest, but I'll definitely be playing both. Yeah, I don't know which one I'm more excited for, because it's like Morrowind is crustier, so it's more in need of a update, but I don't know, I'm very excited for them both, so I don't think I could choose, because I love Oblivion. I can't pick my favorite Elder Scrolls game, because it is a hard tie between Skyrim, Morrowind, and Oblivion. It depends on my mood, which is my favorite. Illyria, Sylvanas, and their sister, I can't think of her name right now, are also Highborn. Oh, okay, I thought they were, okay, so, like, the Blood Elves beforehand, were they just still called Highborn, or were they High Elves? I'm kind of new to the lore, so I could be kind of getting that mixed up, but yes, they are technically descended from the Highborn that were Night Elves, but I don't think the Blood Elves or the High Elves were immortal. I think they just live a while. But I could be wrong. I don't know very much about Blood Elves. I am definitely Night Elf main, if you couldn't tell. Not gonna lie, I checked the spelling if I gotta spell it. I don't blame you. I'll be honest, when I spell Gone Air, I just pray and keyboard smash. That's the best way to do it. That is the best way to do it. Is there another plane? What is going on? I think I'm being circled. Yeah, I'm glad that I have autocorrect because it has learned my OC's names and I no longer have to try to spell them. It's great. I feel bad I have to go back to your Skyrim playthrough to get it right. Fair. It's fair. I just say gay, which is, I don't think is too far from the truth. If you don't, yeah, I shorten his name like that a lot too. Poor Gone Air. Poor Gone Air. That's why I have naming issues. Gotta make sure they don't sound like other stuff. I hate that. Now every time I like Google it and I'll like tell Ryder about it, which didn't help because I don't know if he's still in the chat either, but whenever I first made Rendress, he was making a bunch of jokes about his name. I can't remember what they were now. It was just stupid plays on his name, like changing the first, like, the R to be something else so it sounded like something else. And I was just like, don't do this to me. I have past trauma from naming OCs. You can't do it. And then I, in my powerful play, decided that for 2 or 3 years, we'd play in a D&D campaign where I was Gone Air, so people had to try to spell Gone Air all the time. Mostly Ryder, but you're welcome for that, my friends. You are welcome. For me, I go to one for different things. Morrowind for the lore, Oblivion for the memes, and Skyrim for the roleplay. Yes, exactly. Same. But it's just, you can't compare them. You can't compare such works of art. I feel like I should continue on because I've been sitting here talking for a while. Sorry. Like I said, we're easing back into things. I'm trying to get used to, like, it's like I talk and play games all the time, but I don't talk, play games, and try to read very often, unless if, you know, I'm reading, the in-game stuff, but is that MC? That is MC. How am I supposed to not just one-shot MC? Okay, good. He stays alive. He stays alive. MC is in the bag. This poor man. Okay, so Blood Elves are a tangent of Night Elf, if you will, who were banished. Yeah, once they began to rely too strongly on their arcane after the destruction of the Sunwell. So yeah, I remember that. I just didn't know if they were still called Highborn. High Elves, which became the Blood Elves, are descended from Highborn. We love Blizzard for making all the names too similar, so they're confusing. Okay, yeah. It's kind of what I thought, but didn't want to mess it up. So they're not immortal, right? Like, it was just the Night Elves that were immortal for a while. Well, I guess Sylvanas technically now probably would be since she's undead, but yeah. Let's see here. Imps are creatures of deception. With so many of them spotted at Shadowlurk Ridge, I'm positive something is being hidden there. Our little friend will tell us exactly how to find it if he doesn't want to go back in the sack. Okay, well, I'll talk. Anything to just keep me... He doesn't like the bag, apparently. Okay. This is what we were talking about, because if you will see, I am much taller than MC here, but then it zooms in and is horrifying. So now, let me just waste my little ultimate move here and become a demon. Art. Just wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, your stuck-up mage friend there hit it on the nose. The imps over at Shadowlurk Ridge are hiding the key to the Sager's Barrier in the Nether. It's right there, but you can't see it or touch it unless you're shifted. I guess you're out of luck, though, because only imps can phase shift. So you should just close your eyes, turn around, and let me go. It was a joke! Don't hurt me. I'll need slime from the cursed oozes around these ruins. Bring me enough to cover you from head to toe. Okay, well, guess we will collect some ooze then while I catch up with the chat. I love quests like those in MMOs. Yeah, lure you with whatever and put you in the bag, take you over. Yeah, you know, it's fine. Just a casual kidnapping. You know, it happens. He's just a demon. I'm a demon hunter. I don't care what he thinks. I don't care about his comfort. Okay, I'm just going to boop, boop, boop. Kill a few of them at a time, but of course that didn't loot you. Thought it might not. Does stack, but there's kind of a limit in the distance too. I once again don't feel like I should be going in the scoop, but here I am. I guess it's just demon ooze. We're already a little fell infected ourselves, so I think we'll be fine. I think if there's one character I don't need to worry about going into the demon juice, it's probably Rendress, because he has well partaken in the demon juice. The Night Elves were only immortal because of their connection to the trees blessed by dragons. Yeah, they're not immortal anymore since, you know, shit happened, but they were for a while. And I'm choosing to watch the stream rather than finish my essay. I think I made the right choice. You know, I don't blame you. I'm an expert procrastinator. It's like I did well in school. I don't know how. Like, I really don't know how. I would often do my homework in the morning while at school waiting for the bell to ring. Because I would just rather play video games. I got stuff done and that's all that matters. But I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get how I did so well. Oh good, you're back. Don't leave me alone with her. She's crazy. Give me that. I'll have you seeing the invisible in no time. You do know that I can just... It was Cataclysm. They didn't have demon hunters. They didn't consider. I got the slime. Okay, we get gloves for some reason from you. Perfect. I've added a drop of my very own essence to the ooze. Look for the glowing sigil to the west at the... I feel like I always go past where I'm supposed to for this quest, so hopefully I won't. I think this is the quest anyway. Stand on it, concentrate, and pour the stuff all over yourself. It should be enough to shift you into the nether and let you see what's really there. You won't be alone. The satyr's treasure is being guarded by the biggest void stalker they could summon. Defeat him and the treasure is yours. And come back in one piece or this crazy broad's gonna fry me. Alright, great. Now, is this the quest I'm thinking of? I think it is, because it tells you to go on this mountain. And it definitely doesn't want you to go on this mountain or in this mountain because you can't. I don't know why the quest marker has it, you use it here, but yeah, I'm not in the ridge. Where does it, hold on. I don't remember where it actually wanted. Because I think if you're just down, oh no, it's this, I think. He said there would be a rune. Yes, see, like, why does it mark over there? I don't get it. Okay, I'm definitely seeing things. Like, is the guy over here? I don't remember why, or if there's even a reason why it has that marked. I don't think it does. I think we're supposed to go this way. It's all spooky. I'm just gonna avoid these guys. I don't know why, because I could easily one-shot them, but we're looking for that big blue goopy guy. There he is. Yeah, I don't know why it has back there marked. It throws me off every time I've done Fellwood. I've done Fellwood a few times, but there we go. Easy enough. Now, I don't want to she here anymore. I don't. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, I'm just going to fly up and accept the rest of this quest. Can you hear me in there, Rindrus? Do you have the claw? Yeah, I do. There's also, like, crap ton of imps. Hello? The Claw of Tichondrius. You hold a piece of the very demon that led the Legion to these woods, Rindrus. Better for it to be in our hands than with the satyr. Hold still. I'm going to try to pull you back to our plane. Oh, well, I did that myself. Okay, well, I guess you could teleport me, though. I'll take that. I'll take that. Procrastination runs in the family. Why do stuff today when you can do it tomorrow, right? Okay. So, past us, jerks. Future us, suckers. That's how it works every time. Like, me and Ryder have been putting off laundry for 3 days. Well, we did our laundry. We just don't want to put it up because of that very mindset. It's probably not the healthiest, but, you know, live in the moment, right? Yeah, totally. I feel that I procrastinate so much and then cram. Yeah, I don't get it, but... I'm literally staying up all night right now to do my project that's due much later today. Oh no. We're just a chat full of procrastinators. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm the worst student, but somehow get fairly good grades. Don't know what's going on there, right? Like, I legitimately, all through high school, all I did, daydreamed. Daydreamed the entire class. I took some notes, but I would just, on tests, I would cram the night before, just put all the knowledge into my head, and then spew it back out the next morning. And I would get an A, and I would move on. On homework, I would put it off until the last moment, and I don't know. I don't know how I did it. I think that's why I have memory issues now, because I taught myself how to remember things for approximately 12 hours for a test. You put your laundry up? Right? Who does that? Usually you pick a chair and you just pile it on. No, I tend to keep the house clean. I try. It's like, I'm a naturally messy person, but I really like things to be clean. So it's like an inner struggle all the time. But our house right now, once I get done streaming, I have to clean because it was kind of snowy here the past couple of days, and me and Ryder hibernated. Like, we just played games, stayed in the office, stayed in bed our whole little weekend because his days off are Monday, Tuesday, so the house kind of took a toll there for us. Gamers equal expert procrastinators, truly. I don't know how we survive, but we do. With the Claw, we are ready to break through the Jadefire's defenses. Head into the ruins in the northwest. Beyond the front line of the Satyr, you'll find a narrow pass heading to their corrupted moonwell. An enormous wall of demonic flame bars the path, but the Claw of Tichondria should be able to dispel it. Beyond the barrier, you will find the leader of these forces, Zavathras. That's a name. Guarding the corrupted moonwell, slay him once you are through. Okay. I guess we will go ahead and do that then. It's like, that wants us to go to Winterspring. I don't want to go to Winterspring yet. I do love Winterspring. Galaron actually lives there for a while. So we might get to that. Okay, so my plan for streaming World of Warcraft, we're not just going to be on my main all the time working towards Lore Master. I was, whenever I was streaming in the past, and whenever I was doing the Warcraft series on YouTube, I was playing through Legion as an alt of Rentress on a different server. And I do want to get back to that. I just, like I said, kind of want to get eased back into streaming, so I wanted to just do some really easy content. I think I was supposed to put out that barrier, but I just flew straight over it, and that's why I like walking places, because that kind of took some of the charm of the quest away, I think. This poor Moonwell. But, yeah, so probably for a couple of streams, we'll just be doing stuff around Kalimdor, so we might get to Winterspring, might not, but we will be going back to Legion after that, and then just kind of playing through all the older content. Kind of the same for ESO. I'm torn on if I want to record that again ever, or just keep that, like, straight streaming all the time, like, stream the new expansions and the old. Also, what's with the map here? Like, hello? I don't know. So I'm still kind of trying to figure out, but that's my plan as of now. So we are just taking a little detour. I also didn't realize you had a quest. Whoops. Maybe she didn't until now. I'll just believe that. Oh, hello, Fiddlehole, I think? I kind of have the text over it, so yeah, it's hard to read. Thank you for the follow. Oh, that reminds me. I need to make this. Yeah, there we go. I need to make that active because we are actually getting pretty close to 1,000 followers, and I had that off screen for a little while because I actually wanted to talk to you guys about it. I want to do something to celebrate 1,000 followers on here, but I don't know what. I don't want to do anything like a 24-hour stream or anything that's too intimidating for me getting into streaming, because kind of the problem with having like followers online already whenever you start streaming is you don't get to like naturally ease into it, start with 0 viewers and work your way up. You're just kind of thrown into it a little. So I don't want to do anything too scary, but I do want to do something to celebrate. So I'm very open to ideas. Just let me know. If you have any, at any point, you can tell me later too, if you just happen to think of something, because I do want to celebrate that, because I think that's really cool that we're already almost at 1K on here. So, let's see. Ooh, first time chat. Hi, I think I'm behind on your YouTube videos, but it's good to catch a stream. Thanks for feeding my Elder Scrolls obsession the last couple of years. I'm glad I could help with that. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. You haven't missed many. Like I was streaming 10 months ago. And then I streamed on and off hardly ever in the past, but I'm hoping we can do it more now, so. Rage game stream? I don't want anything that'll make me suffer too much. So, for ESO, a mix of both might be cool, just like a couple one-off videos of stream highlights or something. That's true, I could do something like that too. I thought about making a stream highlight, one of my RuneScape streams, the one where I was just really mad at sheep. I thought that could be a fun video, but never edited that down or anything. I might still, but I just feel like all my RuneScape content on my main channel just didn't do so great. So I'm just like, don't know if I want to put in the effort for it. Because it's like usually, it's like I won't care too much. It's like certain series of mine underperform and it's like whatever. I do it because it's fun. But when it comes to having to edit and knowing that it'll kind of flop, sometimes that's a little annoying because editing is tedious sometimes. Color hair on stream, oh my god. I really want purple hair. I want purple hair so bad. I'm sure if you follow me anywhere else, you have seen me talking about it way too much. The thing about that is, though, if I dye my hair, I'll have to bleach it. I guess not technically, because I have put purple in it before and just let it fade it out, but wasn't as vibrant as I'd like. So I'm thinking if I actually dye my hair purple, I'm going to get it done professionally for the first time so that they will bleach it and help not just fry off all my hair, because I do like wearing it long, so I'm terrified of bleaching it and definitely will not do that myself. I had purple hair once, I didn't bleach it correctly and it came out in different shades. Oh no, yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't want to risk my hair. Yeah, maybe get it done professionally. Yeah. The only thing is that coloring long hair is so expensive. That too. That's like the main thing. Because I go through like either a half bottle of the big dye or a full bottle. I can't remember. I think it might have been like 75% or so. Just on one dye. So it's like I'm fine with cutting it a little bit shorter. But if you didn't, like, it's to my hips. I'm fine with it being like around my rib cage, but I don't want it any shorter than that, or I'd be sad. So it's gonna be expensive to dye no matter what. I don't want to do it professionally all the time. I'm fine with dyeing it. I just never want to bleach it myself. Like, I'll have to go get roots touched up if I actually bleach it. So, remember grape juice? Yes, I do remember grape juice. How the tables have turned. Now I want to be grape juice. So I guess you didn't want to be grape juice in the first place, but I feel that I want icy blue, but my hair is dark, naturally, dirty blonde. Then I'd have to bleach the heck out of it, right? Yeah, I don't want to go for a pastel or anything. I like dark purple. I want to be a night elf. But, yeah, it didn't work too well on my natural hair. It's like the first couple of washes, it was fine. And then it kind of turned to the color of, like, a Teldrassil tree, which was nice, but not exactly what I wanted. But it was just kind of hard to tell that it wasn't really worth the maintenance. So, okay, let's finally turn this in, why don't we? See what can get done with a little cooperation. I'll make sure the claw is given to the people responsible enough to contain such things, assuming it can't be destroyed. Okay. I think she just said I wasn't responsible. I am a demon hunter, ma'am. I am so responsible. Yeah, you see a guy that's infused with fell magic, I'd say he was responsible. Look, you can trust him when it comes to demons. Usually, beyond all the demon hunters that have, betrayed us. Anyway, before you go, I've taken advantage of my alone time with MC here to learn some interesting facts about imps. Specifically, he ended up telling me the one thing that all imps fear most, something they're absolutely terrified of. I thought that sounded useful as well as interesting, so I've done some basic conjuring. This prism will project an image of what MC described. Shadowlurk Ridge is still swarming with imps, we did see that. Why don't you go test their reaction for me? Yes. We already do know how to do this. How to summon this fearful image. All the imps shall quake in fear over, but yes, let's just go ahead and fly back. I would love to dye my hair, but alas, my mother has denied me the beauty of unnaturally colored hair. I also kind of feel that. I don't think my mom really, like, she might be kind of sad, because you can't really tell in most videos, and it has faded over the years, but my hair is red. And if you don't have red hair, you don't know the pains of having red hair, and that everyone tells you, or like treats you like a unicorn. It's like, never dye it, never do anything with it, it's too pretty, it's too rare, you can't, you'd break my heart. So, yeah, I wasn't really allowed to as a teenager, also because, like, school wouldn't let us have unnaturally colored hair either, but yeah. Okay, I am scaring them with a rainbow prism. I guess I need to be in a bigger group of them before I drop that. And they are running in fear. Okay, I could literally just kill all of these guys so easily. But I guess this is just what we're doing instead. And it's like still to the point where I'm like going back and forth between wanting purple hair and not messing with it. Partly once again because of it's expensive, but another because I'm just like I don't want to deal with people getting mad at me for dyeing my rare hair color. It's stupid. It's stupid. Okay, what are you trying to fight me or not? I guess I'll waste my racial ability so that I can get back on my mount and fly over you guys, so. Bleaching is so stupid expensive too. Like, I used to bleach half my bangs, which I adored and miss so much, but it added like 80 bucks. Whew. Yeah, I don't even want to know how much it would be to bleach my hair. That frightens me. Because it's like, I've seen some people talk about online. It's like, yeah, like 200 bucks, so my hair's only like this long, and I'm just like, I am not a rich woman, so.
Hello. Farewell.
I see. Their eyes are open. Dolores smiles with amusement. Maybe I'll keep MC around after all. He's got a lot to teach me. Alright, well there we go. We have now done that whole little quest line. Another step towards the lore master. Very good. Pick up your quests. It's time for the final push to the Jade Fire. If you've prepared to break through their foul barrier and bring their fight to their leader, I'd also ask for your help against the Lesser Satyr. Our druids fight ferociously, but your strength can help turn the battle. Show the Jade Fire that their power will no longer hold sway over these lands. Okay, once again, a very canonical thing for Rendress to be doing. So it's just like, they added Demon Hunters in with Legion, which is the expansion that you kind of beat the Legion. Like, there's still demons here and there, don't get me wrong. But it's just like, well, now what do? We don't have a job anymore. So, just kind of sending him back to his homeland to help out with things. He also is trying to repair his relations with the Night Elves, because obviously they're not very trusting of Demon Hunters, and that makes him sad. And he's a very Night Elfy Night Elf. He just, you know, led astray a little bit. So, I don't have it, but when I go out in the sun, my hair had red in it, so not the same. Mine's definitely much more vibrant in the sun. Like, it really does depend on the lighting. I feel like since I surround myself in blue lighting and put blue filters over all my pictures, like, it doesn't show up as red online a lot, but it is. So, I wouldn't get mad at you ever. It's your hair that live. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that you wouldn't be mad. And that is true. They could just cope. I just also, you know, expensive. Some people worry about AI taking over in the future. I just want to dye my hair without damaging it awfully. Yeah, same. I try not to stress about things that aren't in my control anymore. It's your choice, or it's your choice. The only negative to it is the cost. Yep, you look so good with that purple wig. Thank you. Yeah, that's another thing, is I can't decide if I want bangs or not, just because I'm a lazy asshole and probably wouldn't maintain them super well. That's another thing with the dye too. So, I like just shampooing and conditioning my hair and brushing it. I hardly even ever blow dry it. Like, I am kind of lazy with my hair. People are always like, how do you grow it so long and all of that? But it's like, I just exist. I just exist. I don't cut it. I don't cut it nearly as often as I should. I'm due in for my yearly haircut. I really am. Bangs annoy me, but they're so cute, right? And Frankie Dracula, thank you for the follow. Hello, and welcome. Alright, the cultists you saw guarding the claw were members of the Shadow Council. I can't even talk. I feel like nasally still after that sinus infection. I don't know why. I don't know what my problem is. It just won't go away. Foul warlocks behind nearly every attempt to bring demons into Azeroth. North of here is Jadenar, named in worship of Kil'jaeden himself. Deep beneath it stretches Shadowhold, a former barrow den and the Shadow Council's own stronghold on Azeroth. Take these herbs north to Wildheart Point on the east side of the road. Greta Mosshoof will need them for her plan to purify Shadowhold for good. Okay. We will do that, but I think first we can probably just go slaughter some satyrs. Why not? Ah, the great joys of being a demon hunter. This, always so satisfying. Why are you... Oh, it's a druid. I don't... Okay, first of all, I thought that he was a boar, which, you know, whatever, the horns kind of looked like tusks, but I was just like, why are you slapping a boar, man? I see now that you are fighting the druids. You would think I've been playing World of Warcraft for so long and have done this zone so many times that I wouldn't be surprised to see druids, but that was just really strange looking for a moment there. I'll make their job a little bit easier since I can just boop and they're dead. Okay, yeah, that was super easy. guess. I'm not really missing a whole lot not looting them, I'm sure, but still. That quest was really easy. I love the sparkles around Rangers. Ah, yes, me too. So, it's actually, I have the Warglaives of Azeroth, but I put the little Night Fae enchantment on them because I just think it's so pretty. Like, everything dealing with the Night Fae and Ardenweald, except for the Winter Queen in the actual story, that sucked ass and I hate the Winter Queen, but the vibes, immaculate. So his whole outfit and his enchantments are all just based on that, and pretty much all my characters have these sparkles now just because I think it's great. And it's nice that they still kind of follow him whenever they're put away. Because usually Warglaives are stored on the back, but my backpack does hide them, which I kind of like because they look a little goofy on your back. So he just pulls them out of thin air somehow. A few of the remaining satyr have fled into the deeper woods, but they have taken heavy losses. Good job, Rindris. Alright. Well, I guess we will go talk to Greta Mosshoof. I like that name, Mosshoof. I'm the same with my nails. My mom and my sister get so annoyed with me because I have these natural long nails and they have to go to the salon to get something even close. Once again, my nails right now are kind of pathetic. They're still kind of long, but this is short. This is my nails being short because they naturally, and they're also really chipped. Sorry, but mine naturally grow really long too, and people are always like, "How do you do that?" And I'm just like, "I don't cut them. I don't know." I have noticed doing laundry and doing the dishes. So, thus, being an adult with responsibilities has taken its toll on my nails, for sure, but they can still grow pretty long, just on their own. Rindris' aesthetic is gorgeous. Thank you. I love him. I was very self-indulgent with him, and I'm very proud of him because I don't want to say this in a negative way to other Demon Hunter players or role players or anything like that, but if you see any other Demon Hunter in this game, they're always an edgelord. Every time. Which is fine. It fits with how they are. They are a bunch of edgelords. But Rindris is a very peaceful character. He does have an unbridled rage against demons as it goes. But part of the Demon Hunter process, you consume a demon, you kind of are struggling with this demon that's inside of you, which ends up killing a lot of would-be Demon Hunters. But Rindris literally just keeps it at bay because of how chill he is. Like, this guy, he just sips tea, makes silk and pretty garments and bags for people, which is the main thing his tailoring skill is for, but yeah, he's just my pretty little Mothman, and I adore him. My non-edgy Demon Hunter. Because despite being a somewhat edgy person, I have the least edgy Demon Hunter in the world. And I'm very proud of him. I love him. My favorite right now. Greetings, Demon Hunter. What brings you here? What would bring me here? Who knows? Why would a Demon Hunter come to Felwood? It's a mystery. Once it's before Demon Hunters. I can't laugh at it, but I will. Just what I was expecting. With these herbs, our preparations for Jadenar are nearly ready. Yup. We must prepare carefully before assaulting Jadenar. The magic of the warlocks and demons within Jadenar is strong, and we will need wards of our own before entering. We need only one more ingredient. Crying Violet, which grows in the hills near the enemy's stronghold to the northwest. Gather the Crying Violet and then meet my assistant in the field. He will know what to do next. Okay. Gather crying plants. This is another favorite hobby of Rindris's. They don't have to be crying, necessarily, but he's also a herbalist, so. Hello, Demon Hunter. I am Jasir Moonbow. I was about to say Moonbrow, but I kind of caught myself Moonbow. I have come from Darnassus seeking two friends who came looking for signs of the Shadow Council in Felwood. It seems those vile creatures who claim responsibility for much of the Orcish race's suffering seeks to regain some of its power. My two friends went looking in Jadenar to prove one way or the other what was happening. I expected them to be here when I arrived, but now they are days late. I don't know why that had to close. Okay, here's your quest. The Shadow Council I can't talk today. Perpetuates the corruption of this land. At Jadenar in the northwest, they worship the demons of the Burning Legion and work to open the path for their masters to return to this world. The grounds are patrolled by Jadenar hounds, guardians, adepts, and cultists, thugs that act as lookout for the more vile forces beneath. They'll be the first to die, so these forests may no longer suffer. Okay, we can do that as well. And once again, whenever I record, I feel scatterbrained. Whenever I stream, I feel brainless. It's just the fear. It's just the fear of being perceived and doing things. It's too much. So please excuse all of my reading issues. I promise I know how to. Just not while I'm doing something, apparently. Luckily, these guys are in the same area as the crying violets, so don't mind me, little cultist. I'm just picking flowers. I don't grow them out long. I find it pretty, but I hate when they're broken or run down. Yeah, I'm actually, I think they're pretty, but also I'm so used to having long nails that whenever, like, my fingertip, kind of near my fingernail, if it touches something, I get freaked out. I don't know what it is. I hate it. I hate it. So, I, keep them long also just because it discomforts me being short. So, I literally ran by a demon hunter named Violence earlier. You're not wrong. Okay. I think, aren't you on Moonguard too? I'm pretty sure you are. To anyone that doesn't play on Moonguard, we need to visit Stormwind later, just so I can show y'all how both amazing it is and also just how edgy some people are. Like, once again, I do not say this out of a hateful heart. I love Moonguard, and I think OCs should exist, even if I would personally find them cringy or not make them. It's not my business. I don't care. And also, I have, like, a shit ton of edgy OCs, too, so I'm also not in the place to judge, but, yeah, we just need to go Demon Hunter watching, I think, one of these days. Maybe at the end of the stream. I don't know how far along through Felwood. 2 out of 9. Awesome. Okay, but yeah, maybe we can do a few more quests and just at least stop by Stormwind so I can show you the glory or horror of Moonguard. Really depends on the night. Also, said Dragonflight, they added profession gear that it kind of equips onto you. Also, my shovel's enchanted. Wow. But it looks so goofy. How would Rindris put on a hat? Those horns, these ears, where does his hair go? His eyebrows gone. Like, who allowed this? I do love my shovel, though, especially because if I pull out my weapons, I just got a shovel. It's just how it is. But, yeah, we don't need to wear that right now, please. Show the pretty transmog. Don't be afraid, game. It's probably gonna do it again since I'm picking that. Oh, no, I guess it's just because I picked a regular plant. It did it to me. Maybe I should avoid that so it doesn't make us look goofy. I'm on Worm Rest. Okay, that's right. Yeah, I haven't made any characters on Worm Rest just because I'm very, obviously, Alliance, but is it about the same? I would assume so. It's kind of the like, role-playing server for the Horde side. So I can only assume, oh, the Blood Elf Demon Hunters over there. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, me and Ryder, I think it was one of the last times that we were wandering around Stormwind, just came across this gang that was just like a group of vampires and like death knights and whatnot. We were just kind of watching them, just observing for a little while, and they were being so edgy and angsty, and I was just like, wow, that's incredible. They're having a good time, though. That is all that matters. Okay, they're all dead, but I do have something over here. I think I'd turn in my plants over here. Yes, okay. Hey, just hanging out by a tree. You know, typical night elf behavior. He makes it work. That hat is perfection. I love it. Just how does he put it on? He baffles me. Enjoying the stream, but gonna mute you to do Guild Wars 2 story instance. Gonna lurk? How rude. Muting me. He doesn't even know. My own brother. Muting me. It kind of works so he looks like a cute farmer or fisher. He does. Like, it is cute. I am just so baffled. He kind of is a little farmer. He had a little farm. He took care of his bugs on his little farm and was all self-sustaining. He's a loner. Rindris is kind of a loner. Once again, not necessarily in the edgy way, but in the just like, chilling with nature, you know, taking care of bugs. Just vibing. He's just vibing. Honestly, I'd go to Moonguard at this point. Oh, I missed your first message. Sadly, it's definitely Horde majority, but when I started role-playing, it was a lot more evened out. There are so many people that hang around in Silvermoon, though. Oh my god. Bell roleplay is definitely huge. That does not surprise me. Honestly, I'd go to Moonguard at this point, but I don't want to transfer all my characters over there. Too pricey. I totally get that, because I only server transferred Rindris because I wasn't on a roleplay server at first. We kind of tested the water with some alts, decided we liked how lively everything was, and felt, so we transferred our mains, like me and Ryder both. The alts did not accompany. I had, like a max level 60 at the time Beastmaster, and then I had like a 58 monk or something like that, and then a few other characters that I was leveling that I wanted to roleplay as, and I just remade all of them on Moonguard, because I was like, I'm not paying. I like the leveling in this game. I'm just gonna re-level them. So, Lurking, my beloved. Lurking in streams is 90% of my Twitch time. Same. I am so bad about joining streams and not talking, but I want to more. It's like I like making friends, especially with other streamers and whatnot. And there's so many people that like I follow online that stream that I think are so cool, but I'm just like, I don't know how to talk to you. I am also a loner. Rindris makes me happy. Oh, I'm glad, because he makes me very happy too. I love him. Have you found the crying violet yet, Rindris? We need them quickly. Yes. That's another thing why I want to get back to the Legion leveling, because I want to get that Rindris to level 60. And right now in my Dragonflight series, I'm playing as Teldrin, who does exist in this world now. But it's more likely that Rindris was the one actually doing things. Per se, he doesn't do everything, but he is my main character. And I don't want my brand of being the annoying demon hunter to be sullied by playing a warrior, so I'm kind of thinking once we get him to level 60, if I'm still doing my Dragonflight series, I will start recording on that version of Rindris too, just so we can always be Rindris, because I love Rindris. Rindris and Galaron, they're my boys right now. Wonderful! Greta chose wisely when she asked you to perform this task. I will work the herbs immediately, okay? Good, Rindris. With their numbers weakened, we can soon begin our assault on their forces deep within Shadow Hold. Okay, yep. Just turning that one into ya. The flowers you brought me were the essential ingredient. Protected barriers around Shadow Hold projected from demonic braziers. If we are to drive the Shadow Council from Felwood, then those braziers must be extinguished. This vial has been Help me. Help. Gotta hydrate. It's not helping the gunkiness. This vial has been infused with crying violet and the magic of the wilds. Fill it at the corrupted moonwell in the center of Jadenar and return to me. Okay. Once again, just quick fly over into the goop water. Delicious bubbling soup. We love it. Alright, here you go. Very difficult quest, that one. Do you have the waters from the corrupted moonwell? Yes. This will do nicely, Rindris. Okay, you have 3 quests for us now. Oh my god. The braziers are spread throughout Shadow Hold. Enter the tunnel into Shadow Hold and follow it through the underground passageways. Douse each of the braziers' flames, and the protections the council has set up will fall for at least a short period of time. Yes, okay, I comprehend. I know how to speak. I am a human woman. I am capable of these things. With their outer sentries gone, the greater members of the Shadow Council are next. Deep within the corrupted Barrow-dens, you'll find powerful Jadenar warlocks, hunters, enforcers, darkweavers, and legionnaires. They must be defeated if these lands are to be saved. Okay. One more. The Jadefire Satyr that have overrun so much of Felwood work directly with the Shadow Council. These Satyr answer directly to the ancient and powerful Prince Zavalis. Some say he is the son of Xavius, the first satyr, blessed by Sargeras himself. Whatever his nature, he must die if we are to scatter the Jadefire and reclaim our Barrow-dens. Journey deep into Shadow Hold and slay him. Show him no mercy, he will have none for you. Okay, great. Well, my heater has come on, and I'm kind of dying of a heat stroke, so I think I might... Yeah, I probably need more water too. I might take a quick break, turn on my fan, which you guys will have to let me know if you can hear it or if it's annoying, but it is off at the moment. And I need it with that heater in my PC going. So I'm going to go into be right back mode real quick, and I will see you guys in a minute. Okay. I think it's all back. And yes, I did unmute my mic. There we go. Sorry, had to go into that mode just so I didn't break the illusion that I was anything more than a floating torso. So, gotta catch up on shit a little bit real quick. I'm just so happy you can play cross-server in groups if you have friends you want to RP with. Yeah, I haven't really tried that since I don't play this game with other people, but I was really confused because I was doing Dark Shore, some of the bosses there, on as many male characters as I could, like male as in chainmail, not dudes. And that included my Beastmaster that I left behind on my old server, Galaron. It was just another version of Galaron, but I got to whatever his name is, Ivis, that big tree dude that always kicks my butt. I got to him and he kicked my butt. So I had to have Ryder get on his main and come help me fight it. And I was like, wait, yeah, that's right. You can do that from Moonguard. I always forget that cross-faction is a thing now because I wish that servers worked like they do in RuneScape and you just choose what server you're going into every time you log in, but alas, it doesn't work like that. And just as my favorite of your World of Warcraft characters, I wish I could play World of Warcraft. I feel that, and he's my favorite too. Someday you'll be able to join us. Because, God, for so many years I couldn't and wanted to so bad also. Did you already give your thoughts on Necrom? It got me pretty excited to play again. I thought it all looked great, except for that ugly mushroom horse. I was talking about it a little bit. I am definitely so stupidly excited for it. Like, everything about it. Like, I didn't really have any quarrels, except also the mushroom horse. I hate the mushroom horse. I was kind of talking about, how I think my Arcanist, if that is what they are called, I think I'm going to play as Bjorn. And I definitely got back to ESO at a good time. Which, given I came back to it because of the leaks and the rumors and all of that. But yeah, I'm definitely very excited too. I'm trying to decide if I want to stream it or record it whenever it comes out. But I'll be doing one of the two. ESO, I want to stream on Thursdays, but it might just be what I'm doing with World of Warcraft. Record the new stuff, stream the old stuff. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Gotta love Hermaeus Mora, this is true. I love him. I pre-ordered that statue so fast. I am very proud of it, and also not proud. Elder Scrolls really has a hold on me. It was the most beautiful thing when they made the game able to play cross-server. As someone who played when it couldn't, it's so much nicer. Yeah, I bet. Ugh. I never understood why it was like that. Because once again, RuneScape has been around for just as long, in fact longer, and it has it. Like, you can just jump servers as you please, so, I don't know. I don't get it. Also, RuneScape got player housing in 2006. Where is it, World of Warcraft? I'm pissed. I'm gonna have to take y'all. I'm actually streaming for a good bit longer than I thought I would be. I thought this was gonna be a really short stream, but I'm having fun. So we're gonna keep going. But sometime before the stream ends, not only do we need to go to Stormwind, but I need to take y'all to where Rendress's house was. And the spot... Dew is just licking herself in front of my galaxy projector, so don't mind the little rave going on behind me. That is Doot at work, but yeah. Where his house would be if we had player housing. Oh, you were the big guy we were supposed to kill. Pathetic. The demons begin to fall. Take heed, demon hunter. You will find even stronger foes. DB! Don't look at lasers. Come here. I don't want her to look at them. You're gonna hurt your eyes, baby. I'd pick her up, but she wouldn't like that. And she also knows when I'm about to pick her up if I'm sitting, because I have to turn to do so, and then she will run away. But maybe when Ryder gets home, he'll expose her to the world. You'll find even stronger foes. I am shaking in my boots right now. I'm not even wearing shoes. Mora and Celia are the personal servants of Shadow Lord Feldan. Feldan? That's a great name. Do not be deceived by them. These foul succubi use their wiles and foul magic to draw mortals deep into Shadowhold. Those in their grasp undergo brainwashing, or are sacrificed by Feldan to his demonic masters. The two fight as one and are never found apart. He has respawned! Okay, I'm sure they're quite a oh, we're bros. Yeah, we're bros. Okay, no, we're not bros. He did not like it when I moved. If I stay still, he will not see me. That is how it works. Also, we have a brazier here that I should probably extinguish. Poof. Wow, amazing. I wanted the Mama Alex statue so bad, but she was $1,000 right up. Her and the Arthas statue make me so sad because I have the Illidan one. As you might know, I love him. He brings me good luck on drops in games. It is a proven fact. But he was, whenever I wanted him originally, I swear he was $400. They took him off the store and brought him back later for $600, which was already ridiculous. Then there's the Arthas one, which is Ryder's favorite Warcraft character, or maybe even character of all time, and $1,100. Like, yeah, the Alexstrasza one's so pretty. Like, I want it so bad, but there is no way. I'm glad the Hermaeus Mora statue with shipping was like $160. That I can do. The Illidan one, I had to sell off some of my other collectibles to comfortably do. Unfortunately, Arthas and Alexstrasza are a little bit out of reach, I'm afraid. I really wish they weren't, because I want to get that for Ryder so bad. So bad. But, we are wanting to save up and maybe buy a house, like, start looking into that this summer, so yeah, we can't be buying any $1,000 statues, unfortunately. This man, hold on, dude, why? Okay, I said her name, so she's probably gonna move. I'm just taking a picture in hopes that you guys will actually be able to see it. Let me go into this mode. I have my laser projector so expertly placed on a plushie on the floor just so we can have more of the space vibes going on. I have so many projectors in here. Anyway, that is where Doot has chosen to sit. I have summoned her to me. I swear to God, she always sleeps like on the other side of me, right next to my feet, just not in the way, just chilling. That is always where she hangs out. She's blocking it all in the stream. Come on, man. Come on, my vibes. Killing my vibes. It's so sad. So sad. Right? She wants to become space. She wants to be the vibes. Well, that's life. Okay. Still more to do in here. There's another one of the braziers. Take you out. Alright. It's just so sad. We just one-shot everything. I just killed that rat, and I didn't mean to. That is the woe of really playing this game in general, but I especially feel like on my Demon Hunter, I am always killing all of the poor little critters, and it makes me so sad. I'm supposed to, I guess, go over here. Don't mind me, soupy boys. I am just walking on through. Don't think they're vicious anyway. You are, though. Goodbye. I haven't even played a while, but Illidan. I would get that statue too if I could, right? If you couldn't tell, once again. And there's a giant Illidan, like, to my right. You'll just have to believe me. And actually, yep, another one. I have a bit of an obsession. I became just a little obsessed with Mr. Illidan Stormrage after becoming a Demon Hunter main. If they ever bring out a Ysera one, I'm robbing a bloody bank. Yes. Me too. I could not. I am glad that the Illidan one was cheaper. Very strong. But, yeah, if they come out with a $1,000 Ysera one, like, I think I'll just die. Like, I don't think I could go on without it. I want the Arthas one really bad, but, geez, Ysera, I am weak. I am weak. I will continue to imagine my main's little house outside Stormwind. Oh, I have another thing to show y'all. I feel that, once again. I don't know if Rindris actually has a house in Whisperwind Grove. I'll have to, like, I've been meaning to look around and I haven't. I haven't been back to Felwood in a while, but, Galaron actually has a house in-game that is just empty. So I'm just like, it's mine. And once I was hanging out there writing, and just AFKing in Winter Spring, and these two blood elves showed up and started role-playing in my house, and I was like, excuse me. So Ryder got on and we continued to mess with them for a while, just with our hunter pets, and we're real mature about the situation overall, I'd say. Is it a pre-order bonus? Do you mean what do you mean, like the Hermaeus Mora statue, or am I like, oh yeah, what Hermaeus Mora statue are you talking about? I'm not finding it. There's one on Bethesda Gear right now. It's not a pre-order bonus. It's not a collector's edition thing. He is on his own. They have started doing that with the ESO statues, and it makes me really sad. But yeah, he's just on Bethesda Gear's website. He's a limited run, but he should still be up. Like, they said they're only making like 2,000 of him, and I was just like, I gotta get him now. Get off my lawn turns into stop role-playing in my house, right? It was very rude. My current overlord has possessed my lap currently as well. Yeah, dude's not really a lap cat, but she certainly likes to hang out with me, and I'm just, why you gotta do it right there? I'm sad that Noodle's not in here. She's a little bit of a lap cat, but more so with Ryder, and I need to go ahead and fight these succubi. They're just gonna sit there and slap their asses for the rest of the stream. So let's get them out of here. Another demonic min is gone. It's time to find their master. Right. Hi, ladies. I kind of didn't realize I just stopped right in front of y'all. Shadow Lord Feldan awaits further. Yep, sure. He's very scary, I bet. Can y'all stop? Okay. Ryder plays a warlock in this game. And for a while in Classic, he had a succubus with him as his, like, warlock pet, because that was just, like, the best thing to do. And I loved her so much. Her name was Selniri, and I have made her into a character that I'm gonna play as in Descent into Avernus. Like, I love the succubus in this game. There's a statue, like a little one, kind of like that little Illidan I have there, of one of them, and I need to get it, because I think they're great. And I think they're hilarious that they just sit there and slap themselves. Interesting characters, truly. And they added the incubus, even better. Just beautiful. That's true equality right there. Have women be sexy, just have the men join them, you know? You don't have to turn the women into bowls of fruits. Just add pretty man paintings, too. That's just how it goes. Yeah, that guy was real tough, wasn't he? Like I said, please don't let this skew your concept of World of Warcraft combat if you haven't played it before. I am way over-leveled for this zone. It is a fun game, I swear. I love the combat in this game. The Shadow Council serves his whims. There's another dude, Lord Banehollow. Well, I guess we're taking care of him now. I don't think we need to read all of that. But yeah, we got a Dreadlord. Let's take care of him. Love the nasty runs under Hermaeus more, right? Ugh, stinky boy. I love him. Weird-ass Kirby villain. Good for him. Sorry, ma'am. In my way, I guess. Yes, please, the women can stay sexy, but please, men too. I speak for the pan folks in the audience, right? It's just, oh, it peeves me whenever people, whenever you're like, you can't have revealing armor. That's not true. So long as, like, whoever can have revealing armor, then it's fine. If it's just the women in a game having revealing armor, then yeah, that could be a problem. But the solution here isn't to put everyone in a cardboard box. You know what I'm saying? It's just tragic. My female warlocks run around with incubus because it makes me grin, especially given my locks are a dwarf and a Vulpira. That's lovely. Yeah, I really don't like playing warlock. I don't like playing caster in general, but I found that warlock was my least favorite that I've tried. So unfortunately, I don't get to have any fun demons following me around, but at least Ryder is one, so that I can join all of his demons. I blend right in. This man is dead now. Goodbye. I thought there was an easy portal out of here, but I might be mistaken. Because that would be great if there was. Not that it's a pain to... Okay, I shouldn't even look, because that's just gonna waste time. Because I feel like I've looked before and there wasn't, even though I felt like there should be. But maybe I'm remembering that wrong. Can I walk through these? I don't think I can. No. Okay, great. Portals to nowhere. How about this? Nope, just an evil demon rune. Okay, we're just gonna walk out. Once again, it's not like we have anything to fear. We'll be fine. Not liking warlocks. SMHO Rider is here. He's pissed. Look, it just means that we're not both awkwardly warlocks, you know? We're the two edgiest classes, though. So, well, Death Knight's pretty edgy, too. Eh. We're very edgy. And that's all that matters. Edgy together. Already gonna lurk because I need to go to the store. Have fun. Alright, yes, I will talk to you later, hopefully. Hopefully in the next stream, which should be next Wednesday. Because I'm probably not going to stream tomorrow night. Unless my friend leaves early, then I might, but who knows. I'm a little bit more intimidated about streaming ESO just because I hardly remember how to play it. I played it for all those years, and yet returning to it, I feel like such a doofus. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Reasons I'm happy with the Orc Heritage armor. Yes, the Orc Heritage armor looks great. I really hope that the Nelf one that we get just tits out. That's all I want. Just that little strap, the one that they already pretty much added. It's so good. Like, just give it to us. Just make the players able to use it. That's all we need. I'm just sorry, ladies. I'll respawn later. I wanted to walk there, but yeah, because all of my characters pretty much will be wearing that. Because all of my characters pretty much are night elves too, so whoops. I have a preference. I can't remember. Can you be an orc in this game? Yes, you can. Not if you're a member of the Alliance, like I am, but you can be an orc and you can be a Maghar orc, which is just a different color of orc and different story. But yeah, I think that's how that works. I am no orc expert. I hardly ever play on the Horde. I went on my Blood Elf Demon Hunter a couple of days ago because I thought that a quest that I needed to do to get the Crazy About Cats achievement, I thought that you had to be on the Horde, but it turns out you didn't. I logged into that character. I had to go to Orgrimmar. I was so sad because Orgrimmar confuses the hell out of me, and I'm confused each and every time that I go to Orgrimmar and then remember everyone talking about how confusing they find Stormwind to be. Because Stormwind to me, I'm just like, that's my home. Like, it's all color-coded. Sure, I think it's much bigger, pretty sure. So maybe that's where some of the intimidation comes from? I don't know, but Stormwind, like, I get Stormwind. No matter how hard I try, I cannot get Orgrimmar. Because it kind of has the same problem Ouroboros had, where, sure, it's just a big circle, but everything looks the same and it's a circle. So it's just like, I don't know where things are. I have to ask every single time. I still have to ask about things in Stormwind, but not nearly as much. But also I play Alliance almost exclusively, so that's also part of it. My partner always gets so confused when I say Orgrimmar is so easy to get lost in. They're going against a circle. Circles do not make it easier. Ouroboros was confusing as hell. Everyone was confused in Ouroboros because it all looked the same and it was a circle. It did not make it better. Stormwind is color-coded. It's nice. It's easy. My boo-boo baby brain understands. Yeah, at least Stormwind is organized into little districts, right? And it's like you fly over, you know what district is which. Because it's color-coded. It's so good. Is it as hard as Vivek to navigate? No, we do not speak about Vivek. Vivek, unnavigatable. Yes. We hate Vivek City. Love Vivek, hate Vivek City. I also hate Vivek, but I also love Vivek. He's one of those characters for me. Okay. With the Ragers gone, the Druids, if the Emerald Circle can enter Shadowhold and clear out the last of the cultists. In time, it may even be used as the Barrow-Den it once was. You have my thanks, Rendress. Please take this reward. A belt for my new pants. Oh, a rare upgrade. Item level 75. Wow. I've never received something so great. Truly incredible, Rendress. To journey within the very lair of evil here and slay every fiend that stands before you. I am overwhelmed. I am level 70, sir. I am so powerful. The Emerald Circle thanks you for your work here in Felwood. As for Andalar, we will send scouts to rescue him at once. I could have helped him. I have a big moth he could have taken. But okay, yeah. Send less capable people. It does not concern me. He shall have a hero's welcome. Great. Good for him. Alright. Doing a little dance behind us. Wow. The cleansing of Shadowhold will take much time and effort, but without your defeat of the Shadow Council, it would not be possible at all. Thank you, Rendress. By the way, I turned on my fan, like I said. I hope that that's not blowing into my mic. If it sounds like someone is breathing heavily into the mic, please let me know, because sometimes my fan does that. Usually only when it's on high, though, but also with this new mic, I don't think it does it as much, so I hope it sounds fine. If not, you just might have to deal with that in streams. It gets hot in here, man. I don't know how I'm going to stream in the summer. I'll have to leave our little AC thing that we put in the window just on. There will be no hope. As much as I love Ironforge, it's a circle and I get confused on where stuff is constantly. Yeah, I don't get Ironforge either. I haven't spent nearly as much time in there, but every time we go in there, like in Classic or whatever, I always get lost. So, yeah, same. Same, the characters I like most in Morrowind are my own. I know people love the Tribunal, but I don't. I don't hate them, though. Yeah, see, it's like I'm a very solid neutral on them. I like Sotha Sil because I think his design in ESO is great, and I think he's fascinating and horrible all at the same time. Kind of the same with Almalexia, too. Vivek, I want to fight him. But yeah, I find that in the Elder Scrolls, I'm less attached to specific characters than I am in World of Warcraft. Something about Warcraft characters, like there's a lot of them that I just love a whole lot, and I love their stories and everything. And it's like, while I do enjoy characters in the Elder Scrolls and like their stories, I'm just not as hooked on them. Besides like Hermes Mora, I love him, but I don't know. I don't feel like Daedric Princes count in that. I just don't know what the deal is. But yet, like the Elder Scrolls itself, like I love the world so much more. Except, once again, the Night Elves, they beat out the Dunmer in my favorite race in video games. Like, they're really close, but they do beat out the Dunmer just because they're everything that I love in a fantasy race. So it's like, I don't know, something about the world building in Elder Scrolls is superior to me, but specific characters in Warcraft I feel like are better. Where am I going? No, it's taking me to Stone Talon. I wasn't even paying attention. Did I not pick up the quest? Uh-oh. Doofus moment. No! I was just following the lead and blabbing. Don't mind me. Anyway. Yeah. I was going south. I thought I was going north. I should pay a little more attention and do a little less blabbing. But you know what? That's what the stream is about. It is about blabbing and catching up, so I don't care. I don't care if I look like a doofus sometimes. We just wanted to go on a nice little stroll. Okay, so I know you could have, like, succubus-type followers or something, but can you be one, too, or no? No, you can't. The closest you could be would be a demon hunter, because they can have, like, horns and whatnot, and they are often scantily clad. So that would probably be the closest. I actually did make Selniri as a demon hunter, just because I have adopted her as my own character. So, unfortunately, no, you can't be one, but if you're a warlock, you can have one. Also, oh, I don't know what she's called. Oh no, I have too many pets. Okay. We'll test Suck. She's not there. Oh god, what was her name? I have a little succubus pet, and I love her. I have her out on one of my characters. I know I'm just gonna scroll past her, probably. I have a lot of pets, like I said. Pet collecting is one of my favorite things about this game. Pet mounts, transbogs, I am that sort of player. On top of being a role player, so I'm the bane of Minnie's existence, and I'm proud of that. I don't remember if maybe she wasn't a leveled one. Because she wasn't one that I caught, she was a boss drop. No, I just can't remember what she's called. That makes me so sad. Sister of Temptation! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, that should be her. I have two of them, just in case someone ends up wanting them. Can I not just... Oh no. Summon. Yes! You can have a very tiny one as your pet, and she's great. She still goes around slapping herself. Great. Okay, we're gonna not have you out. That does not really fit Rendress's vibe here, but yes, you can have a tiny lady following you around if you would like. That is the one I meant. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Pets in this game, you get, if you kill certain, like, bosses and raids and whatnot, sometimes you'll get, like, a tiny version of them or something related to them. And I had to run Black Temple a lot to be able to get, the Warglaives of Azeroth, so I got her to drop many times. Many a time. I'm probably about to get off work. Do you want me to pick up anything for dinner? I figure you're more likely to see this over Discord. That is true, even though I almost missed it because I'm a little behind on chat. Yes, if you could. I don't know what I want, though. The old classic, so you get to choose. I'm too busy to decide, as it turns out, so have fun. I feel that with the Elder Scrolls and Dragon Age, what I think is that some Elder Scrolls characters tend to sometimes be forgettable, whereas in games like Dragon Age, they are much more memorable. That's also true. I don't know, it's like, I think ESO maybe is a little bit better about it, but I don't know, it's like whenever, like in the live stream today when they were like, Asher and Naryu are coming back, I'm just like, okay, cool. It's not like, Well, I say if Illidan came back that I would, like, lose my shit, which I guess I would, but I don't really want him to come back, at least for a while. I feel like they kind of ended his story at a good point, but, yeah, it's like things like that. I'd get way more excited, and I get way more worked up over whenever they do dumb things with the characters I like, because I'm just like, no, I like the character. There are certainly characters in ESO that I hate more than I hate Warcraft characters, though. Sun and Shadow, and Vea, was that her name? I hate Vea. I know a lot of people like Vea. I hate Vea. Well, edgelord. Nope. I'm another huge pet collector. I don't battle nearly as much as I should, so I'm a little further behind than I'd like, but I'm at 1,030 unique pets. Dang, that's amazing. Yeah, I don't really pet battle too much either. Every time there's, like, a world quest or, like, anything that I have to fight another, like, tamer or whatever, I always lose. My little party consists pretty much, like, this one's there just because I've been catching lower level pets in older zones because I've been working on the Crazy for Cats achievement. Speaking of which, Doot is still in front of my projector, but this crab, I tell you what, I never have to use anything whenever I'm catching pets, unless if he's too high leveled, other than this crab, because he is immortal, he does not die, he has a shield, and he has a heal, and that is all he needs. He can slowly whittle down their health. I love Crib. My beloved Crib. Mostly memorable characters in Elder Scrolls are enemies you eventually kill. That's also true. Yeah, I feel like it is a lot of the villains. Though, I do love Lucy and LeChance. And Cicero. I like a lot of Dark Brotherhood characters because... edgy, but... I say as though I'm just like, I don't like Vea because she's an edgelord, but she's like... annoying teenager levels of edgelord. Lucian and Cicero are like the goofy type. I like funny, pathetic characters. It's like... I like Illidan, funny, pathetic dude. As simple as that. Well, I hated Vea too. I'd be excited if they brought back Zookas. Yes, I love Zookas. We were playing through Murkmire because there's a free trial for ESO Plus right now, so you can play through the littler DLCs. Sorry, I'm kind of stiffly, but me and Ryder started Murkmire again, and I ran into Zookas, and I was just like, yes, I love that guy. Love that guy. New pets are always my biggest priority with new expansions. Like, yeah, dude, I know you have a quest for me, but hold up, I need this rabbit. Yes, I feel like I was annoying Ryder because every two steps that we would take in Dragonfly, I was just like, there is a strange animal and I gotta catch it. But luckily he understood because he collects pets too, so I just feel like I'm a little bit more adamant about it. Angsty edgelord rather than chilling edgelord. I guess that's part of it. Goofiness is also a factor, though. It's like, I like Illidan more than I like Arthas, who I would also say is kind of an edgelord, because Illidan is really goofy. But then we go on to Sylvanas, and I find that she is, like, really angsty and whatnot. And I don't want to say I hate her. I just hate what they did in BFA and Shadowlands with her, which I think everyone does. So, it's just like the angstier they get, the more it's just like, I don't know. It's just, this poor fella here barely escaped blood venom post with his life. If we're going to keep him from turning into a slime glacier like the others, we've got to treat the infection. Mushrooms like to grow near the bright green waters around here, like the pond to the east beneath the falls. Most of them are no good. I need you to collect the bright green glowing ones. This is another race I wish we could be, the Dryads. They updated them recently, which it looks like they updated them in Felwood too, and their faces are a little scary to me, but I love them, and I want to be a Dryad so bad. I want to be a pretty dear lady. Anyway. If I have those, I'll be able to whip up something tasty to help this poor Tauren. Don't take too long now. Alright, there we go, and let's see what the poor Tauren wants. Not regular angst, but teenage angst, the worst angst. That is the angst. Or just the angst that goes and, you know, attacks the Night Elfin homeland and kills them all. Not huge on that one either. For no good reason either. Like, I'm sorry, all the jailer stuff, I'm not sorry because all of y'all agree. Everyone does. It's so stupid. So poorly written. I feel so bad for, because I know there's so many people out there love Sylvanas and are just not pleased where her story went either, and I'm just like, that's why I'm like, don't touch Illidan. leave my boy alone, please. I'm at least happy with the conclusion they gave Sylvanas, but I've been not able to stand the writing for her for ages. Yeah, I feel like with what they did with it, it worked out. I feel like her being sent to Super Hell instead of us having to stay in Super Hell was at least better. And I liked the book well enough. I feel like Christy Golden did her best with what she was given, which was, you know, she wasn't given great things to work with, but she made it good to the extent that you can. But yeah. This all started with Winna Hazard. She was a Forsaken apothecary at Bloodvenom Post, researching ways to use the demonic ooze here against the Alliance. We warned her she was going too far, but she didn't listen. We did not act fast enough. Now her and everyone at Bloodvenom Post are nothing more than mindless slime creatures. The disgusting oozes she used this still roam near the pools to the east and south. I beg you, Demon Hunter, destroy them so that others cannot commit such evil. Okay, we will do that. I feel like, I don't know, a lot of people that do like Sylvanas, you know, liked her because she was an evil queen. There's nothing wrong with liking evil characters. Once again, as a Night Elf player, I'm obviously just like, stay away from me. Also, I feel like that's a very divisive thing to do with a player race. I don't know. But, they're really unhappy with, like, kind of how her resolution to the story turned out. I'm just like, oh, yeah, I can see that, because if they bring her back, is she just going to be, like, this really goody, like, watered-down Sylvanas now? Like, I don't know. I just, don't touch Illidan. Leave him alone. You take good in Legion. Now leave him alone. Is there more up here? Looks like there is. I should probably move on to showing y'all where the houses and whatnot are, since Ryder's gonna be home soon with food. I should probably stop streaming at that point, but I'm just like, I'm having a good time. I hope y'all are. I know I'm, you know, obviously talking nervously and very fast and stupidly, but that's okay. I'll get used to it. I feel like I'm already calming down a good bit. My two faves are Anduin and Tyrande, so I'm just happy they haven't been destroyed at this point, though I wasn't a huge fan of Jailer-possessed Anduin. Yeah, I really like both of them too. Which makes me sad because a lot of people hate Tyrande, and I'm just like, how? I love her. She's one of my favorite Warcraft characters, but, yeah, I was very scared throughout Shadowlands for both of them, and their writing. I was just, yeah, really worried there. Very happy because I get to stay up through hours of the night and grind Dragon Age 2 finals week things. Yes. See, since I was a good student somehow, I never really had to take my finals just because of how my school worked. Like if you were a certain grade, you just didn't have to take finals. So my finals week was always me going there in the morning because you had to for the study portion of the day. And then when it was actually the testing portion, you could just go home. So during the study part, I would just be like playing Animal Crossing or whatever on my DS and then just go home. And so I would just stay up late and just suffer through school, take a nap when I got home or whatever. And yeah, huge fan of finals week back then, just because I didn't have to deal with taking them. So, hey, I'm back. Just got ready for bed since it's like 2:40 a.m. Oh my god, don't suffer for my stream. You don't have to stay up late. I probably won't be streaming too much longer, just because Ryder's coming home with food, because it is 8:43 p.m. for me, and he just got off work, so it is dinner time. Though we really did have a late lunch, so I'm really not even hungry. I might just leave the food and continue streaming for a little longer. I don't know. We'll see. Remember, it's the bright green glowing ones. I think we have that figured out. Most people think the green glow is demonic corruption, but if you've got an eye for shades and hues like me, you can tell it's the energies of the Emerald Dream. These little guys aren't being corrupted by the waters, they're doing their best to purify it. Oh, that's wholesome. Good little mushrooms. Good boys. I only have 2 math finals, but they're only worth 12%, and tomorrow I only have to be there for the last 2 hours of the day. Yeah, that sounds pretty good then for me. Beyond having to take a math final. I hate math. It's like, once again, I did fine at it, but it was least favorite. I'm definitely more of a, like, writing and history and science sort of person until you involve math in the science. That, Now we'll mash them up and make a nice yummy paste for Mr. Torin to eat and feel all better. Okay. There we go. Don't know why you have to treat him like that. I'm sure he really appreciates it. Looks like it's going... Oh, I should not stand there, maybe? That's probably not a good thing. Is that all your dialogue? Okay. My rage quells at the news. Perhaps I will find it easier to rest and heal now. Maybe my stomach will settle as well. Yeah. Yeah. Getting better, I bet. Mr. Torrin here has told me a lot about what happened at Blood Venom Post. He says Winna Hazards is still there. She's pretty far gone, but what's left of her is making a bunch of new slime. We've got to stop it. God, I'm getting snifflier and snifflier. I'm so sorry. Luckily, I have a plan. Mr. Torrance said Winna used to have a kitten. She fed it corrupted slime water and it ran off into the woods. I saw something lurking to the southeast just past the Blood Venom Tower, but it sure was bigger than a kitten. Go see if the kitty has a tag. Okay, I guess we will go find this cat. But yeah, speaking of Tyrande, kind of, I'm very predictable and very much like the Night Elves. So, 3 of my favorite Warcraft characters, naturally, Illidan, Malfurion, and Tyrande. But can we just talk about how shitty they just treat Illidan all the time? Like, I've read the Warrior of the Ancients trilogy. Pretty much the whole, like, every time Illidan is involved, he's doing something. And everyone else, particularly Malfurion and Tyrande, are like, Illidan, you can't do that. That's evil. And then they go and do, like, the same thing. And, like, in Warcraft 3, they get so mad at Illidan for, oh, you got wings and hooves now. And then Malfurion shows up with wings and talons. Just because it's a little bit different flavored, you gotta hate on your own brother for it. And the treatment at the end of Legion, when Illidan writes the letters and then they're just like, you bring it to Malfurion and Tyrande and it's this wholesome thing from Illidan. And they're just like, oh, get this guy out of here. I'm sick of him. Illidan deserves better. He really does. He did nothing wrong. Ever, totally. They shouldn't judge him so much. Mm-hmm. Oh, you can get a new Nintendo Switch. I'm glad. I do remember that was you that was talking about that. That made me really sad. So I'm really glad to hear that you get a new one. Ah! I'm definitely behind on chat now because I rambled about Illidan. I hate it too, but I love my teacher and also somehow get good grades. That always helps. I always noticed if I liked the teacher, I would do a lot better. And I usually did. I usually got along just fine with my teachers. There was just a couple. I feel like I've complained about my art teacher in high school before, but she killed my passion for art for years, and I still feel like I've struggled getting back to that. But, yeah, it definitely helps to like your teacher. You know, one thing about ESO that gets me is that it has Skyrim voice actor syndrome of, like, the same 3 people voicing everyone. Yeah. That, paired with the same face syndrome, makes it really hard to feel more connected to the characters, I feel like. The same face syndrome is really what gets me. I can look past the voice actors, but, I'm remaking one of my OCs, but I cannot decide on a class. Are you talking, like, in ESO, or what? I don't know anything about the OC, so I don't know if I'd be too much help. Oh my god, yes, poor Illidan has suffered too much. He's allowed to be edgy. It's only fair. Yes, I have gone through before. I've watched all of the cinematics, like, in those compilations that are put on YouTube. But I go back and specifically watch the Illidan ones, because I'm just like, my beloved edgelord and my poor friends, they come over, and they just want to have a normal hangout with their friend, and instead, I talk about Illidan's Storm Rage for 4 hours and show them all the cinematics. I don't think Morgan is here, but if you are, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Getting me started on Illidan is a dangerous, dangerous territory. Illidan did a few nasties here. No. No, he did. He definitely did. But it was for a good reason. Lots of prejudice involved. He did the right thing in what most people believed was the wrongest way. Yes. That's it. He was good. He just wasn't very open about it. Like, he played sides, you know? But he kind of felt like he had to, because what if he told someone his plans and the demons read their mind? You know, it's a risky game there. So, yeah, he's kind of a mess, but he got stuff done, and that's all that matters. That's me with photography right now. Secondary school kind of killed my passion for it, but Here I am doing a photography degree. Oh, I wish you luck. That is... I hate that with teachers, because that's kind of essentially what happened to me, except I lasted one semester in art school before I was just like, nope, no thank you. Well, it wasn't even just like art school, it was like college as a whole, so I had to take math. And oh my god, I took a creative writing class both in high school and in college, so you would have thought I would learn my mistake. Neither of them were creative writing. One was SAT prep, and the other was like more analytical bullshit. It's like, why would you name it creative writing? I want to learn how to write a novel. Like, why is that just seen as not worthy to teach? Like, creative writing past, like, middle school. I don't... Anyway. Now I went off on a tangent. But yes, I wish you luck on your photography degree, because that's really cool. But I totally get where you're coming from. I hope you're able to find that passion again. My old art teacher was terrible, but my online one was incredible. See, my middle school art teacher was amazing. And it was also... This is going to go on a complete tangent. Let me talk to this guy real quick. The heavens and their countless stars hold answers to earthly mysteries renderous. Might then the wise and the lucky gaze upon them and find truth. Wait. Oh! This is a lunar festival, guy. I forgot that was going on. I was wondering why you were in a big pillar of light. I forgot about the lunar festival. That means it has been 3 years now of World of Warcraft? I have no concept of time. I started playing right before the lunar festival, because one of my first goals whenever I made Rendress was to get a flower crown for him, and you get those from lunar festivals, so I think it's been 3 years now. Oh, weird. Am I just supposed to kill you? I guess I am. But yeah, my art teacher in middle school, I feel like I got special treatment because I'm a fairly, like, I feel like I'm pretty good with art, and I was treated like special over all the other kids in art classes in middle school, which I don't think was a fair thing to do to them nor me, because like, I had my own section of work, and I would do these like big, like, almost realistic looking portraits and whatnot, and I had art 1 and art 2 and was just allowed to do my own thing every day for 2 class periods, because that teacher just let me do it. He was like, you know what you're doing, just go create stuff. And like, all my teachers, like, in middle school and even into high school, like, treated me like I was special, or like, oh, you're gonna be a famous artist one of these days, and that whole thing. And then I get to high school, and the main, like, the AP art teacher there hates me, because my middle school teacher was like, show this teacher your portfolio, and she'll probably put you straight into AP art, because she needs to. You don't need to be in the other classes. I was like, okay, whatever, I'll do that then. She refused me, and so I was put in art 1, and the teacher there was like, no, you shouldn't be here. And I was like, well, the other teachers didn't let me move up. So he was like, okay, well, at least put you in art 2 then with this other teacher. And I loved both those teachers. And then the next year, since I was in art 2, I was able to officially join AP art. And that was the biggest mistake of my life, because that woman hated my guts for no reason. But I feel like treating kids like they are special, gifted, talented, that sort of thing, leads to adult burnout all the time, like every time. Because now it's like, now that I've grown up, it's like the art skill has balanced out with just like every other person interested in art. Like, I don't feel like I'm any better than any other artist, like, for sure. It's like I was just really good at acrylic painting whenever I was a kid, but now everyone else is too. So it's like, I don't know, it's just like a weird thing to experience. And whenever you do finally start to, like, realize, oh, like, everyone else is so good at art too, like my peers and people online and everything, then it makes you feel like you're worthless, because you've, like, lost the one thing that people, like, praised you for and, like, held you up for. I don't know if that makes any sense. I hope it does. But, God, that was annoying. Oh no, the stream stopped working? Did it? Oh, my rant! Hold on. Did it go down for everyone? It's still up for me. So I don't know if it stopped working for everyone or not. It's working for me. Okay, okay. It's probably just your internet then. Hopefully it's not on my part. I'm not really sure. Oh boy, I've been looking to switch to creative writing. I hope at your university it actually is, but Be wary, because at mine, it wasn't, and I was really, really sad. Working for me. Okay. Good. I took art in school and just hated the guidelines. That, too. That was another thing. And technically in AP art, you're supposed to be able to choose, God, I forgot what it was called. A concentration, I think, where you just, like, make a series of art based on one thing, and everyone else got to pick. I don't even remember what mine was about. It was something fantasy related. And that teacher was like, no, you can't do that. You have to do this, like, super political one. I don't know. And so I just had to do art that I hated for a year straight. And so I took AP art for 3 years. Usually you only take it for 2, at least here. And the first year you focused on, like, your breadth, I think it's called. And the second year was your concentration. And then the third year, you were supposed to be allowed to learn, like, digital art and have a computer in the classroom so that you could do them both in 1 year. And there were only 2 other girls that had been there for 3 years. And they both got computers. I didn't. So I straight up told this teacher, I was like, nope, I'm not doing this. You're not forcing that on me. I am going to draw pretty pictures of Galveston for my mom all year. And that's what I did. I was just like, no. And she kept getting on to me because she'd keep forgetting that I told her I wasn't submitting a portfolio that year. Because unfair treatment. And so she was like, you need to pick up the pace. Like, you need to have all this ready. You haven't even started on your breath. And I was like, I'm not submitting one. You can't make me do that. I'm not doing it again. I don't need to. I'm drawing pretty things for my mom. So, The special kid to burned out adult pipeline is something that needs to be studied. It really does. What's with that? It sucks. Sucks real hard. I still feel burned out every day of my life since high school. Jeez. Reloaded the stream. It's working now. Okay, good. Okay. I had that issue with Twitch later. I don't know if you saw the Necrom video, but, yeah, it just stopped working for me, but it seemed like it was working for everyone else, and my internet was just fine, because I loaded up the stream on YouTube, and it was, I don't know, it just was like, nope, you don't get to watch the stream, actually. Yeah, AP classes are, advanced placement, and I don't recommend. They resulted in a lot of burnout and unnecessary stress, especially for one that didn't even end up going all the way through college. So, I used my art class as an excuse to draw elves. That's my creative writing class in high school. It was the one that was like SAT prep. And the teacher kind of knew that wasn't why any of us were there. So we'd have like 1 or 2 assignments a week that we'd just have way too much time to do. So most of us actually would. Like, it was a bunch of nerdy kids. And, like, half of us, most of us were just working on fan fiction. That whole class period. That is where I wrote so much of Gonair's, like, foundation. So, I'm glad that she let it be a blow-off class, because here we are. Just as he said that, it stopped for me. Okay, it's good now. Oh god, y'all frightened me. I'm just like, no streaming issues. My worst fear. I was so afraid. I've been afraid with World of Warcraft and ESO of streaming them because these are the 2 series that I swear give me the most issues, or have given me the most issues in the past, whenever I've recorded them, of like being choppy and weird. So I think World of Warcraft's running fine. I've done a lot of tests. I hope ESO does too. It seems like it will. I guess we'll find out next week. Poor little kitty, suffering out there in the woods for so long. You did a good thing for it, Rendress, and probably for all the travelers it's been eating. Yeah, this tag will be handy. Alright, Winna's hooked tight to the source of the slime itself at the very back of Bloodvenom Post to the west. She makes sure it keeps flowing and it keeps her safe, but if you can get her attention, take the ear tag and show it to Winna. If there's even a little tiny bit of her left, maybe it'll get through. That's depressing. My cat is still right in front of my laser projector. But right to it. Alright. Maybe her regret for her poor lost kitty will come to the surface and she'll feel sorry for just one more time and come out of the slime. And then maybe you can kill her and stop the slime. Yay! Yeah, yay. Ooh. Okay. It's called creative writing. You do little creative writing. Right, it was so dumb. It was so dumb. Misleading. I think that they named it that just so kids would take it. And make us prepare for the SAT. But it's like, why? There is so little emphasis in school on creative endeavors, and it makes me so sad. Like, learning how to write creatively is just as important. It's more important than, like, all the stupid math stuff and, like, chemistry formulas that most people will never use again. I've not used any of those things, but you know what I use very regularly? Creative writing and art. Wow, that's crazy. Different things for different people to learn that would be useful to them in their specific lives? Unheard of. Like, ugh. And it's like we had a florist class that I heard was just a blow-off class, and I wanted to take it, but my parents were like, no, you gotta stay in art, and it was the same period as my AP art class, so couldn't take it, but it was just apparently a blow-off class, and one of the things that I was legitimately wanting to do career-wise out of high school, florist. Would have been nice to know. But, maybe it was a Twitch thing because it was working to stop it. I feel like it was probably just Twitch being dumb. I don't know. I hated math probably because I have a learning disability for numbers. That probably doesn't help. I didn't like math either. I can't do math in my head very well. I have to see the math. It's like, once again, I did fine with it. I hate doing it. Could you please, excuse me, I'm still a little, my stomach. If you're going to Blood Venom Post to the west, could you please, just put what's left of my friends out of their misery? Go right now, for your own good. Ooh. Aw. Okay, well, 2 depressing quests before us. Lovely, lovely. Those were Tauren. Yeah, it was. I see your little face now under the slime. I didn't really pay attention to them when we walked over, but yeah, those are your friends. Well, at least we can end their suffering. Okay, that was a weird delay. It's like, I know I killed you. Guess we'll get that guy too. There we go. And don't mind my button spams. I know, like, I'm gonna just keep doing this. It's like, you can't do that, you're out of range. And I'm just like, I just spam press buttons. Like, if I'm actually fighting something, not just one-shotting everything, and I'm on, like, the universal little move cooldown, I will still just press it until it goes off. Simple demon hunter brain. What can I say? When I lived in the South, I took a homemaking class that was easy. We had one of those, but I didn't end up taking it. I had a quarrel with the teacher because she was quite rude to me about talking to my future husband in the hallway, even though we weren't, like, you know, like, smooching or anything lewd. We were just sitting there, like, talking, and she was, like, so mad about it. Even though I was, like, we were right outside of our classrooms, we just wanted to have a quick conversation before the bell rang. Anyway, so I'm glad I didn't take it. Oh, have you finally decided to join me? Leave the lasers alone. Hi, Doopy. The doot has finally moved. Our lasers are revealed once again. Now let's, make this lady sad by showing her that we killed her cat. And one-shot her instantly. That she doesn't have to deal with the pain. My teacher for that class was rude as well. What's with that? Like, if you don't want to teach, to be fair, if I was a teacher and I had to deal with a lot of things that teachers have to deal with, I'd be pissed off too. But there's a reason I'm not a teacher. So, I don't know. So many angry teachers, and for what? Hooray, the forest will be safer now. You're such a hero, Rendress. With everything you've done for me and Mr. Tauren and the trees and animals and flowers, you deserve a reward. Yay! A shirt I'll never use, thank you. And I am awkwardly leaning because there is a doot right here. She requests being pet. If I don't, she will squeak at me. She has been so talkative. Like, she's always been talkative, but I feel like this week in particular, she will not leave me alone. Like, she wants constant attention, and if I don't give it to her, she will yell. Thank you, Demon Hunter. I'm feeling much better now and can appreciate the news that those abominations are gone. You still might not want to stand too close, just in case. Yeah. Oh, you still have a quest, okay. Finished up that little storyline, too. Teachers should be the kind of people that, while they get pissed at kids, can just, like, deal with that and not take it out on their students, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Because, like, you're gonna have annoying students. It's gonna happen. And my chemistry teacher, I always felt really bad for her because she would have full-on mental breakdowns in the middle of class. it's like I would, I don't know, like, if kids were acting up, she would just kind of, like, start crying and whatnot. And I was just like, I don't know. I don't feel like you should be dealing with high schoolers if you can't deal with high schoolers. I felt bad for her, but she also weirded me out because I went to turn in a paper once, and she just looks at me while she's at her table and is like, I used to watch you and your brother just play outside. And I was just like, excuse me? Apparently, somehow, she had seen me and my brother as kids playing at some park. I asked my mom about it. She's like, I don't know this woman. It's like, how, for one, would you recognize me from when I was a child? Two, I was baffled. I never even mentioned having a brother to her either, so that was... It was really weird. It was really weird. One time at my school, a class of students locked a sub in a cupboard. And even the worst thing that happened, UK schools are wild. Yeah, oh my god. We certainly had fights that would break out, and then the people would, like, attack teachers and whatnot. And I don't know, I've been hearing things recently just about stuff going on in schools, and it seems to be more and more frequent. Students attacking teachers. It's like, what's happening? Why? Oh god. There would be so many fights at my high school. And, like, I would always run into them, or they'd be in my path, and I was just like, because everyone else would be grouped around them, like, watching the fight, being like, yeah! And I was just like, come on. Is that necessary? Like, there was one time, I wanted to drop off one of those big portfolios to put physical art in, and my big tub of paint. Heavy things. I was wanting to drop them off in the art class. And so, like, I went in the front, like, main area, and there were doors that would lead straight to the art room, but they had those locked that morning for some reason, so I had already walked all the way over there. Then I had to walk all the way around and go through a different hallway and then a different hallway, but the first hallway I came across, kids were fighting in the way, and I was just like, geez, come on, I want to set this stuff down. The fight is broken up. I walk like 10 steps, and then another fight breaks out in front of me, and I was like, guys, why are you mad? It can't be that serious, come on. Worst fight I saw was when a kid skipped classes but didn't want his dad to know that there was a reason he was getting suspended, so he brutally beat someone up for no reason and got expelled. Jeez! Some kids just insane. Like, I got into one fight, and it was because my best friend, and this wasn't even in high school, this was in elementary school, so like little baby fights. My friend had a quarrel with this other girl who pushed her down, and I was like, you do not push my friend down. I am now coming to push you down. But we were equally matched, and it got broken up. And then we were like, afterwards, we were sitting, waiting for, like, the PE coach to give us a talking to. But we were left alone in these seats for a little while, and we were like, yo, you fight good. You are powerful. Another warrior. And we actually became friends after that, and it was really weird. Like, we just straight up told the coach, like, oh yeah, it was a misunderstanding. We're fine now. I don't know. It was weird. Oh my god, I don't know if I want to say that one in like out loud, but that is awful. Yeah, I've heard all sorts of things like that happening too. One of my cousins is a teacher now, and like she's like the same age, maybe like a year older than me, and had that happen recently with one of her students. I don't know, he didn't actually do anything like that, but they brought one. Scary. You've been such a big help here. We're gonna go back to the quests. Woo! I'm gonna stay here for a while and look at poor Mr. Torrent until he stops throwing up so much. Why don't you head north to Whisperwind Grove? It's really pretty there, and all the roads are so friendly. You should tell Miss Puregrove I'm okay. She'll worry if I'm gone too long. She might ask you to help with her flowers too. So fun. Okay. So we're going to Whisperwind Grove, and once again, I feel like I should be wrapping the stream up, but I'm not going to just yet, because I want to go to Whisperwind Grove. But on the way there, we're going to take a little detour this way, because I promised y'all that I would show you where Rindris lives. So I'm going to do that. If I can remember exactly where he lived. where he lived. It was before all the demons showed up. So, it was... trying to find the exact hole. Oh, it was this one. Okay. I thought so. Right here. This is where Rindris's house was. And then came Crocius, his hated enemy. He's kind of in his story too, but once again, still kind of working on all that. But yeah, in the current Shadowscar Vale is where he was. So, and that's just a little bit to the south of where he probably currently now lives, which is Whisperwind Grove, which is where we're now headed. So, they've actually managed to purify some of the fell corruption, which is nice, and I like to think Rendris is helping with that even more. Hopefully when they do another world revamp, they'll have expanded on this a little bit. We shall see. But if they do, no, Rendris was helping with it.
Oh.
So it's like, it's a thing in MMOs when you're writing OCs. You don't want them to be the all-powerful character that does everything, has all these legendary weapons. Like, Rendris does not actually have the Blades of Azeroth. He did not go back in time and fight Illidan for them. But, it's like, I want him to have done things other than, like in Shadowlands, he was just kind of there for a little bit. Like, he followed Tyrande and Chandris in to try to help Tyrande, and kind of became interweaved with the Night Fae a little bit, but that was pretty much the extent of his Shadowlands journey. Mostly because I don't want to try to write about Shadowlands. That's most of it. But it's like, you don't want to be the guy that has just, like, this god of a character when you're in an MMO, especially. So, dude just ran away, so I'm, like, wondering if Ryder's home. I can't tell. She ran to the door, so I'm just like, I suspect he might be here soon. And he's probably gonna sneak up on me like he did that one time and scare the hell out of me. Hopefully not. I'll see him turn the lights on if he does, so. Just gotta angle myself this way. I'm in your walls! Oh no. Oh no, he is listening. I'm frightened. What type of house do you imagine Rindris living in? A cottage? Yeah, okay, let me finish talking to her and I'll see if there's... I think there is. Like one of the houses. It's just like the typical small little night elf house, but that's kind of what I imagine. It's wonderful to see this forest grow and flourish. Every little bit we purify brings me so much joy. Rindris too. He vibes. He vibes. Kelnir? Ha. I'm not gonna fake laugh. Sometimes I wonder if her chatter drove all the other dryads away, but I'm glad she is safe. Welcome to Whisperwind Grove, Demon Hunter. Hold peace in your heart, and you will find a home here. He did, though! Oh, wholesome. Okay. I didn't know she said that. That's wholesome. That's wholesome. He does hold peace in his heart, too. He knows what's up.
Still nodding.
Okay, we already read that. Don't need to do that again. I clicked on one of your quests. The larger animals are often far corrupted, or too far corrupted to save, but you'd be surprised how hardy the little ones are. Take the squirrels, for example. After washing in corrupted water, they can spread illness far from the original source. But it's slow to affect the squirrels themselves. In fact, a simple washing will result in a clean squirrel and a safer forest. Here, take this bottle of cleaning mixture. Grab and scrub any squirrel you see in the woods to the south. They'll be thankful for it. Yeah. Go pick up a squirrel. Just scrub him. Just get to work cleaning that little guy. He'll love it. He'll say thanks. All of y'all right now, just go outside, pick up a squirrel. See, it'll go great. I assure you. I guess that's what we're doing. Picking up squirrels. Okay, you don't have to say that every time. I clicked through it! Okay, no, I think we're good. I'd love so much to save every creature in the forest, but as you probably have seen, some are just too far gone. When we first founded Whisperwind Grove, the woods to the south here were full of beautiful coursers, majestic and gentle creatures. The corruption here hasn't made them violent, but they've wasted away to nearly nothing. Even if they were cleansed, they would know only pain and suffering. Please, Demon Hunter, help put them down for me. Okay, well that's depressing. My school has never really had anything crazy, a few fights. My old school had a few, yeah, mine had a couple of those. School sucks so much. My new school is basically a 6-hour hangout session with people I don't like. Also relatable. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stories from my school that I legitimately don't think I can get into. Well, on Twitch, I'm not sure, so I'm not going to. But yeah, school is a very silly, strange place. Evil, cursed place, really. I didn't notice how short Rindris's ears are until I see a night elf with way longer ears. Yeah. Yeah, his are on the shorter side because I just thought with the horns it'd be a little too much. Night elves have very, very long ears. Okay, let's see what this guy has for us. The first demons to set foot in this forest were infernals. Yeah, he knows. He was there. Woo. Long ago, these powerful beings of stone and demonic fire fell from the sky to take this land for the Burning Legion. It wasn't really that long ago. The charred craters of Shatterscar Vale to the south are where these infernals landed, and many still wander there. They are fierce foes, and killing them is both a worthy challenge and a noble cause. You
Scrubbing squirrels?
Yeah, I am. I'm about to scrub some squirrels.
I heard squirrel scrubbing.
I'm about to do the fun, happy infernal quest. Woo.
Oh, with our good boy Crucius.
Well,
Crucius.
I don't think I'm getting to him yet, but I'm going to take out his little friends, so.
I see.
Rindris is having a great time. No old trauma here at all. At all. So what'd you get us? What food? Oh, wait,
Food.
sweet. Food?
Yeah, food.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm still going to stream for a little bit. Unless if your chicken died. Chicken? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat.
Okay.
You keep going.
Okay, I will. I'm still not hungry. Like,
Well, I'm gonna eat, and then if you're still going while I'm eating, I hope you don't mind the little noise come and start cleaning up down there, because we have to.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, our house is kind of tragic.
Just ignore the noise if you hear the dishes getting washed or something.
Okay. I could tell you were here because Doot ran off.
Yeah, I heard you say that. I was like, I can't walk up behind you again.
No, please don't do that. I hate that.
It was really funny, though. I think it's still clipped. I hope so.
I don't think it holds clips for very long, actually.
Damn.
Yeah, I should have saved that. I mean, I saved the stream itself, I guess. I just don't remember which one it was, so.
Oh, well. You're doing something. I don't know.
Okay, I'll probably just, like, pick up the quest here, maybe scrub some squirrels, go to
Finish what you're
Stormwind.
doing. I'm just gonna eat, and I'll have my earphones in, so I won't play TV sounds.
Okay, have fun. Okay, where were we? They're fierce foes, and killing them is both a worthy challenge and a noble cause. I offer a reward for those who join the hunt. Return here afterwards. Okay. Oh, no, there is a Crucius quest. Okay. I was trying to think, because I was like, okay, we'll probably just kill the Infernals, scrub some squirrels, leave these quests for the next stream. I think we still might. I just want to go ahead and at least scrub some squirrels, because that sounds delightful right now, so why not? Probably do that, and then take a little detour. Can I attack those guys? Why? Why would I want to do that? They're my friends. But yeah, then I'm going to take a little detour, show y'all Stormwind on Moonguard and how wonderful it is. And then I think that's probably where we're going to end it. Because, yeah, like he was saying, and like I was saying earlier, we need to clean our house. Ooh, chore time. Always the best. Oh, is that a squirrel? Hello? May I pick you up? You look very stinky. Oh, that is not how you hold a squirrel. He did like it. He liked it somehow? Okay. That's really weird. To be fair, Rindris was being trained to be a druid. He just never really got it too much, so. Gonair in this world became a druid whenever they had to depart from their arcane ways and tried to teach all of his children to be druids too, but only their sister picked up on it. Galaron and Rindris did not. So, at least these guys are simple. I feel like I'm gonna run past a million squirrels because they actually are pretty hard to see. But worst comes to worst, we can just use Spectral Sight and we will be fine. Okay. I think it's starting to get pretty late for some people too anyways. Like it's already 9 p.m. here, but it doesn't feel like I've been streaming for that long. Like I've been having a good time. I don't know why I always get so scared of streaming. God, why do I hold them like that? It's like every time I'm actually doing it, I'm just like, yeah, this is great. A little nervous, a little, you know, talkative, talk fast, all of that. But are you a squirrel? You are a squirrel. That's just so dumb. But yeah, I'm hoping we'll actually stick to it. Like I said, I would be streaming ESO tomorrow, but I think we're probably gonna wait till next week because I don't want to like rush my friend off or anything, so. And I don't know how many of you would be open to a really late night stream. I definitely would be because I'm a night owl. Like, I will probably be streaming in the evenings or at night mostly, but guess I still, yeah, that's separate. Okay, we'll take care of the squirrels then. We already have all of the coursers. You're a squirrel. Yes, there's also a plant that I really want to pick, so... Squirrel, right? Yeah. Excellent quest design. I do like it, it's so dumb. I guess at least one thing Rendrus picked up in his druidic training was how to just pick up a squirrel in the most disturbing way and wash him by going like... Also, I'm wearing my silly hat now. We'll leave it on for now. Though, yeah, we're done washing squirrels now. So it's on to the infernals, and our hat will be taken off. That is so sad. But there is another plant, and I shall take it. There's also a bunch of rats. Okay. I would be, but it's understandable to wait until next week. Yeah. I don't want to... I don't know. I don't want to feel like I'm rushing them off, and after talking to someone for a while, once again, I'm a loner. I'm an introvert, so I'd probably just kind of want to chill anyway, so I don't think I really want to be like, yeah, I might stream tomorrow night, because I probably won't. Do I have to? No, don't kill those guys. I think I kill those guys also with a different quest that I probably should have picked up, but for now, we are just going to take vengeance on these infernals that ruined our beautiful little landscape where we used to live and care for our moths. So sad. I think I also need those rocks for a different quest. We're gonna have to come back here next time I stream. I can feel it now, but whatever. I said I was gonna do these things, so I am doing these things. Honestly, I would love a late stream. I need something to do in late hours of the night. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I feel like if I perchance wanted to stream on a weekend, I might be a little bit more open to doing it then, because I know, you know, weekdays when I'm usually streaming, probably not the best time. But that's also given that I just decide to start streaming on weekends, which right now I don't have plans to. I was thinking about streaming on my birthday, which is Sunday, because I don't have any plans. I kind of do. It's just the plans that we had, we decided to do for our anniversary instead. And so it's like, now I'm just like, okay, I guess I'll just like hang out with my family. But yeah, I think during the day while Ryder's at work on Sunday, I'm probably just gonna go hang out with my parents. How exciting. Go do stuff with them on Saturday or something, you know. Hang out with our friends Sunday night, because that's when we have been playing D&D lately. Where are all these infernals at? There's just a bunch of these guys. There's like the mini-fernals, which are really cute. But that's just not what we need. Is that one? No, that's a goopy guy. How am I supposed to kill them if they're not here? Okay, hold on. I think I'm just also walking in a small circle. But to be fair, this quest takes place in a small circle. All mini-fernals don't. Okay, there were some dead things. The lashers nearby were dead. So I feel like someone else is doing these quests too. I think. Maybe. Okay, that was the last one we needed. All the infernals, except for the big one, are slain. And we'll probably have to do that again for their cores. Pretty sure that's another quest. But we will go ahead, turn these in, and then go to Stormwind. But I will keep that in mind for late streams, because, once again, I'm a night owl, so... They will probably just be very random and unplanned. Just if I happen to feel like streaming. Okay. Squirrely clean. Aren't they just adorable? It's those little victories that keep me going. We'll save this forest one squirrel at a time. Yes, we will. Thank you, Rendrus. They won't spread the corruption any further, and they won't be in pain either. All right. You have another quest, but we will wait. We will come back to Whisperwind Grove. This is at least an easy spot for me to remember that I was questing in. So, yeah, another thing I wanted to do was just, like, look around and see if there's, like, if one of these houses would even fit to be Rendrus's canonical home. Let's turn that in. Thank you for hunting in my stead. I found I must pace myself. Finding too much through hunting demons is a dangerous path. You don't say. You don't say. Okay, we'll pick that up later. So earlier, whenever I was asked what type of house Rendrus would live in, I immediately forgot and walked away because I think Ryder distracted me. But this sort of house, that's it. That's what his house looked like. A little less green and goopy, obviously. No one is in this house, if you think about it. Like, there's guys outside of it. But they probably don't live here. This is Rendrus's house. It's his house now. This is his canonical house. I'm going to mark it as official because there is actually a place to do that, I'm pretty sure. He is not currently a wonder anymore. That is not true. Whisper. Is it Whisperwind Grove or Grotto? It's Grove. Okay. Whisperwind Grove. And it is right here. It's official now. Amazing. Okay. Yep. So there you have it. If you want to visit Rindra's house, you might find me AFKing in there sometimes because that's apparently just what I do. I was also going to go to Winter Spring and show y'all Galaron's house because for some reason it is just such a big hobby of mine to wander around and be like, yeah, my character would live here. They would have lived here at one point. It's just fun. I just like floating around. So okay, let us go to Winter Spring, which is right next door. And it's right in Starfall Village is where Galaron lives. So let's go visit our brother. My brain may be large, but it's too smooth to play D&D. It's not that bad, I promise. It looks like a lot of math and scariness. And to be fair, a lot of the mechanical stuff, I don't like building characters. So I have Ryder mess with a lot of it. But I've done it before, and it's not that hard. You should totally try it, especially if it's a roleplay heavy group like mine is, because that's where the real fun is, in my opinion. And it just seems really intimidating, but I promise it's not. It's not. I really hope to stream on your birthday because I'd love to be able to tell you happy birthday on your birthday and hear your reaction to it. Oh, well, thank you. I just don't think I probably will because once again, if I was going to, it would have been during the day on Sunday, and I already told my parents I would just go over there and read a book and wait for Ryder to get off work, and then we play D&D at night. So pretty much as soon as I got done hanging out at my parents' house, I would probably just go home, play D&D, see my friends. So I doubt I will, but I was considering it. I love the stream UI. I don't know what it's actually called, but it's cute. Thank you. Yeah, it's by an artist on Etsy. I think Pinkalicious Art or something like that. If you look up Night Elf Twitch theme, you'll probably find it. But all of her themes are so cute. Like, I love them. And I'm going to this quest and I don't need to. I need to go up a little. But yeah, I've tried to make my own UI before, which is what you call it, I would say, anyway. And I never really was happy with how any of it came out, so I was finally like, no, I saw this one, I was looking up, Night Elf stuff on Etsy just for fun, and it popped up, and I was like, I need that. I need that. And so I've bought part of it. I don't have the whole pack. I don't know if I'll get the whole pack, because I don't think I necessarily need, like, the emotes and whatnot, but yeah, I love this theme. Me too, to be honest. If I ever start streaming, it'll simply be me jumping from game to game because my brain can't handle playing one game for hours unless I'm really in the mood to play it. See, I'm the exact opposite. This is Galaron's house, by the way. The main part of the village is up there, but marked by this rock, there's just an empty house. No one seems to live in it. I can't find any NPC. There's a bearskin. He's a hunter, you know. This is Galaron's house. That's just how it is. So now both of my main characters have canonical houses that you can visit in game until they actually have player housing, in which case they'll move. But for now, this is Galaron's house because he does, around Cataclysm, come up here, become a Winter Spring trainer because I did mention he is a Saber trainer. I don't think he really officially is a Saber trainer in Classic. I think he just kind of, you know, does it. He has a cat. But it does become his actual profession later on. I guess I could let's just go to Dalaran to get to Stormwind, I think. But yeah, I play 3-4 games. It's really more so 3 or 4 franchises. I obviously love the Elder Scrolls. Obviously love World of Warcraft. Obviously love RuneScape. And then I love Kirby games. I just love Kirby. So, and like Nintendo stuff in general, I've been kind of wishy-washy about it the past few years just because they keep betraying me. So I haven't really been keeping up with Nintendo as well, but I still love a good Kirby game and have been trying to beat them all in my free time. So I really just don't play a huge variety of games. But it's like I play a bunch of games within the Elder Scrolls and not so much World of Warcraft. I do play Heroes of the Storm, but not, like, often. Me and Ryder just do it for fun against AI, but, yeah. Oh, it's cozy except for where it is, yeah. Yeah, Felwood's not the coziest place, but it would make Rangers really happy to be able to help purify it. So, we are now in Stormwind. We are just in the Mage Quarter where all the portals are. That's another thing. I don't know why, like, Every time I find it in Orgrimmar, I'm just like, oh yeah, duh. But I feel like I always struggle to find the portals. But as you can see, we will actually, let's RP walk. I am going to go out of character so no one tries to talk to me because I am not open to that at the moment. You can't see because my head is in the way, but there are people talking in the chat. Let me just like disappear. Woo! I didn't actually see what they were saying, so I hope they weren't saying anything weird. That's probably my luck. I don't think they were. No. But yeah, there's actually just people. Those aren't real people. These are real people just hanging out. There are people. Okay, RP walking while I'm on stream might not be the best idea. Also, okay. I thought I messed something up. I think we're good. This table right here is where Rindris and Rigwald like to hang out, and this whole inn. So if we ever form a role-playing guild, this is probably going to be our meeting point, like this inn in the Mage Quarter. I just love the Mage Quarter. Like, the roofs are purple. It's pretty. There's grass. It's very good. But that's where they like to have tea. So if you're on Moonguard and you want to have the chance to meet Rindris, though I do ask that you speak in character to him if you do meet him, that's probably most likely where you will encounter him. But, yeah, let's just go ahead. Once again, yeah, a bunch of people talking and whatnot. But let's go to the park where there's often also a lot of people. You know, just people hanging out, role-playing. Like, in Nessingwary, my old server, Stormwind was always empty, except for near the bank and near the auction house. Whenever I was showing my friend this one time, whenever she was over, the poor friend that had to listen to me talk about Illidan Stormrage for 4 hours, I showed her Moonguard, and there were people role-playing as trees for hire, and that was one of the better things I've seen. In fact, I have video evidence of that I'll have to find and post later, but, yeah, it's just like people are just sitting around on the benches and talking and having a good time, and it's just delightful, and I love it. I just love Moonguard. It's so alive. We'll go to the chapel, too, because there's often a lot of people here. Yeah. Oh, something's going on over here. A lot of void elves. Hello? What are y'all lined up for? And it's like people plan different like role-playing events and whatnot. I'm in one server for like Calderai role players, but I don't. It's like I tried to talk to them, but I feel like no one ever like responded or listened, so I'm kind of intimidated now and don't want to talk. But yeah, there's a bunch of different communities like that you can join to find role players and whatnot. But I'm gonna take Rindris to his favorite little area so we can kind of talk and finish out this stream a bit. Because I think I did everything I said we were going to, right? I said I was gonna go to Stormwind, and here we are. Showed you Galaron and Rindris' houses, and where they did once live, where it is now a volcano. Okay, no one's in my chair, so we will just sit here for now. Ah, wonderful, wonderful. There's usually more people kind of, I guess they're sitting there and whatnot, but a lot of people like to line up here for some reason. I just like to sit at the chair, so. I need to watch your playthrough of Galaron. I don't know how to spell his name. That is fair. You were almost right. He just doesn't have the I in there. Because his house is reminding me of a loner hunter. Once again, I'm still writing him a good bit, but yeah, for a while he is very much so loner hunter, so. As a Canadian / someone who lives in a snowy climate, snow is very nice to look at, but it's one of the worst things to experience, especially when it's around for 8 months of the year and you get 3 feet in one night. Yeah, I don't know how you deal with that. Like, we got snow a little bit the past few days. It didn't stick. It's been too warm for it to. And I love that. And I love it when we get like a week of snow. But then, like, you know, the end of the week starts rolling around and you're just kind of like, especially like here in Texas, everything shuts down. We don't go out in that. Like I said, I had plans with a friend and we canceled because I was like, don't leave your house. Do not endanger yourself or your car to come see me. We will wait. And that's just how it is. Everything just kind of shuts down. So you don't really have to deal with the snow, and it's more of a reward when it snows. It's like, I don't have to go to school or work, and that's great. But, yeah, getting out in it and dealing with it all the time. Also, just visiting Massachusetts that once and seeing how much earlier it gets dark up there, much as Canada, I very much understand seasonal depression. At least the winter side of it. I kind of feel like I somewhat get it in summer, but just because it's too hot to do anything. And I just always get so down in the summer. But yeah, I totally understand why so many people hate the winter. and snow. But personally, from my experience and in my living situation, I love snow. And Galeron's he's alright with it. Winter Spring probably wasn't his place of choice to live, but he wanted to join the Winter Spring trainers. So he does eventually leave, but I think he like goes on adventures and whatnot. But that's kind of his home base at the moment. That might change if player housing ever comes out. I think it's because the South typically doesn't get winter tires, and to be fair, they're expensive. Yes, we don't do that, and we don't have, like, I know there's, like scoopers and stuff that get rid of the snow. We have a little bit of that, but not so much. Like, we just don't really have the means to handle a lot of snow. So the past few years where we have been getting a week straight of snow is really unusual. We usually get, like, 1 or 2 days. The past few years, we've gotten weeks straight, like 8 weeks straight, about. And that has been strange, and we shut down, we break down, people's power was going out, my own brother's power went out, he had to go to my parents' house for a while to stay there, yeah, it was kind of a scary situation. We were afraid our apartment would, but we were good, so. It's supposed to be negative 35 degrees Celsius, what even is that in Fahrenheit? Hold on, my yeehaw brain. I don't know Celsius. I just know that sounds very cold. So I'm going to convert that real quick so I can understand your Canadian speech. Wait, it levels out that low? It's about the same Fahrenheit? What? Okay, whenever we got our first week straight of snow, we got, like, below 0 Fahrenheit. We've gotten below 0 Celsius before, just because that's below freezing, which happens fairly often in the winter, but below 0 Fahrenheit, that does not happen here, and it did. And so me and Ryder were like, wow, we've never experienced this level of suffering. Let's go outside and experience it with no winter gear or anything. And even just breathing that in at just like negative 2 Fahrenheit, it hurt my lungs. I don't know how you live. How do you live? Oh, jeez. Thanks for streaming and being so awesome and answering my silly questions. I love your videos. I can't wait to see your next videos and streams. Well, thank you. I'm once again very happy that you could stop by. I will try to have more videos out soon. Like I said, tomorrow, my plan is to record the Skyrim finale, which has to be sad. Essentially what I've been doing the past few weeks and why, even though I've been back, sorry. There haven't been as many, like, I think there's been like a video a week or so. It's because I'm pre-recording a lot of videos and I'm pre-editing them. I have like 3 or 4 Dragonflight videos that are uploaded right now. They're just not live because I'm trying to get a good build up so I can stay consistent. And I'm needing to record the Skyrim finale so I can kind of finish that up and then move on to recording what is seeming like it's going to be Daggerfall. I put up a poll to see what the next series would be, because I want to play, like, modern Morrowind through Skyrim as, like, one group of series that I interchange out, and then I want to play through, like, the older ones that I kind of cycle through, like Arena, Daggerfall, Battlespire, Redguard. I'd put up a poll on my Patreon that had a tie between Arena and Daggerfall Unity, and so I put another one up on YouTube, and it seems like Daggerfall Unity is recording. But once I get a bunch of those pre-recorded and edited, oh, hello, Heaven Violence, thank you for the follow. But, yeah, once I get that all sorted, it'll be a lot more frequent. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to stock up so I can kind of get ahead. So there'll be more videos soon, I promise. And I'll try to get that Skyrim one up pretty soon after I record it, because I know a lot of people have been waiting for that. I guess, girl, it gets dark at 5 p.m. and the sun rises at, like, 8:45. Yeah, it's like, I think it was getting dark around, like, 4 in Massachusetts. Like, we were there, like, around, you know, the solstice almost? A month before. But, yeah, it was getting dark at, like, 4. And, of course, we were in a different time zone than, like, all of our family and friends at home. So we would video chat with them. And it would be, like, pitch black where we were and completely sunny where they were back at home. It was just like, whoa. It's crazy, yeah. It doesn't get dark until like 6 or so here, 6:30 I think. I simply don't live. I make a nest and live there for the majority of the year, right? Oh, thank you for subscribing. Oh, I appreciate that. That's so nice. I forgot what I was saying. I simply don't live. Yeah, right. See, like, since it was so cold, just snowy this past, like, our weekend, me and Ryder's weekend, I just wanted to hibernate. Like, I didn't want to do anything. So I'm like, if it's like that all the time, I simply wouldn't leave. Well, I guess I hardly ever do leave my computer chair. That's not true. I do. It's just, I never would want to. Like, those weeks of snow, legitimately, that is where most of my agility XP in RuneScape came from. Like, that's how I got 99 agility. That winter was just kind of intense, so. Let's see. Like, people literally pass out because we're not used to it. Like, literally pass out? Whenever we were in Massachusetts, it getting dark so early certainly made us, like, our little inner clocks were all confused. But would you ever redo the Skyrim series in the future with updated Gonair lore? I have thought about it, and I've thought about streaming it before, but I'm not entirely sure what I would do. It's just I kind of want a Gonair playthrough where I'm playing with all the immersion mods that I play with in my free time. So whether that be a recorded series or a streamed one, I'm not really sure. I don't really have any plans for it at the moment, but I definitely am considering it. Because I can't just be done with Gonair and his story. Like, I'm still going to be playing as him, but you know what I mean? It's not the same. It's not his story anymore. It's just, like, extra stuff that he doesn't do that we'll be doing. And then some side quests that maybe him and Bjorn do. But, Teldrin is frightening, but so handsome. Why, thank you. That's the goal. I'll have to show you him on, here. I'm gonna log out, because we're probably about to end the stream. Ignore the mail, that was just me on Rendra's sending out crafting things to my other characters. Oh no, you have seen Teldrin, I was recording as him. I forgot about that. But some of you may have not. If you haven't seen the Dragonflight series, I am playing as Teldrin right now in that, even though it should be Rendra's. I just need to level my other Rendra's. But yeah, we got Galaron, who I've been working on his transmog, and I'm actually gonna log on him real quick, because I'm gonna show you all the pauldrons I want to get, if I can remember what they're called. But they're dropped by a stupid tree man in Darkshore that I was complaining about earlier, and it's a rare drop. So it'll take me a while. Also, updates. Also, I'm right where I was. Okay, well, taking Rendra's chair. There we go. No, she just red cats. They're really annoying. They're gonna make annoying sounds, so don't mind that. Yeah. I want to show you what I've been working on, because I've kind of been focusing on him a little bit. That's them. Oh. Look how night elfy. I don't think I can make it any bigger than that. Oh, there we go. Aren't they pretty? I love them. Like, there's the regular versions that you can get much easier, which I still do need to get because I have the whole rest of the set, but no, I need the fancy ones. They're just, I have to get them to drop. Also, like I said, I've been working on the Crazy for Cats achievement because, you get a fun title that fits Galaron. You get the Crazy Cat Man if you're a dude, or the Crazy Cat Lady. And the annoying thing about this is you have to get 20 out of these 26 cats. As you can see, I have 19. This one you buy on the store with real money. This one you buy on the store with real money. This one was a part of the trading card game. So you either buy it for an ungodly amount of real money or gold in this game. This one you can't get anymore. I think if you found it on the store, you still could if someone put it in the auction house, but that'd be really expensive. I think it's the same thing with these two, as in they were also the trading card game. There's something where I can't really get them. And then this one, I've tried to understand. I don't exactly know how you get it. I think it's through being actually good at pet battles with something in Mists of Pandaria where you can go through a tournament. I don't have very good pets. Like, I have a lot of them, they're just not very good, or, like, I don't do, like, actual full-on pet battles. So, I'm just gonna wait till one of these goes on sale at the store and just buy the stupid title. I'm so annoyed about it. Like, why would they make it like that? My aunt passes out and gets hives and such because of the heat, son. Oh, because of the heat. Oh, okay, I misunderstood. I thought you meant the cold. Yes, the heat. No, I hate the heat. I understand that. have gotten pretty, like, ugh, before because of it. I know people have thrown up and whatnot and passed out, just heat exhaustion. My poor dog used to get heat strokes if we weren't careful in the summer. Like, ugh. Well, now it's getting brighter because the shortest day of the year has passed. Yeah, that is how time works. That's what I was saying, like, I was kind of near there, closer to the solstice than I think it is now. So, checks out. Dagoth Gur, my apologies. I completely agree. I am starstruck every time I see him. Oh, like Teldrin. I love Teldrin. I love him so much. Hey Tamriel, good to see you on stream again. Hey, it's good to see you too, No One. I'm glad you could make it. Unfortunately, I am kind of winding down the stream. It looks like more people are getting here, and I'm just sitting here in Stormwind, people watching with my cats. Probably being a general nuisance because they like to yawn and make that annoying little sound every 2 seconds. So, yeah, don't mind me. I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit before we ended this, so... Because if I get off, I have to go clean. I don't want to do that, but I also don't want to subject Ryder to have to do it alone, so soon enough. Weird that you have to spend IRL money for this since it's paid for. Yeah, see, right? Like, I kind of get why the store is still there, and for things, like, if it's just, I guess that having a title is just kind of cosmetic, but given you can get most of the title just by playing the game, but then you get to the last steps and it's like, aha, joke's on you, you actually have to buy it. That's messed up. Not cool. I almost fainted when we went to Florida, to Disney World or whatever it was. When I was 13, we had to rest a lot because of me, too cold or too hot, and I am dead. I feel that, yes. I am at least lucky enough to live in a place where it's not humid at the same time as being very hot. At least, usually. Sometimes it is. But Florida? Whew. Whenever we were there, it's like, it's so pretty there. It's so worth going there. But oh my god, is it miserable if you're out there too long without being in the water. I can't stand heat, but the cold absolutely destroys me. See, I'm like the other way around. The heat is what obliterates me. Once again, I don't have to deal with cold extremes like you do. I feel like I would probably be the same if I did, because once again, I went outside in like -2 or 7, somewhere in that lines, and it hurt my lungs. Just breathing the air, but yeah, the heat here, I can't stand the summer. I hate the summer. I love the winter, because I'll just put on a blanket, I'm good, but yeah. Different areas. Rather be too cold than too hot. We have seasons here in Washington, and my favorite seasons are either summer or winter. I prefer fall and spring. Fall is my favorite, but fall doesn't start here until like late October, and even hardly then. Like, I'd say most of it is November. Like, November is my favorite month, just because it's when we actually have fall here. And it kind of, like, I have a quarrel with Christmas, just because it kind of cuts into the fall vibes, like, a lot, since fall doesn't pick up until all the Christmas stuff is already out. So, it feels like our falls are always super short and sad, but I love it while it lasts for, like, a week. And I like winter a lot, too, so. I'm usually, if you can't tell, I'm much more productive in the winter. Like, I am always way more productive with content creation in the winter, just because I can actually do things without feeling like dying. Washington was too cold for me, and I live near Canada, that I don't know Washington was cold, so I went underdressed for the weather. Yeah. I want to visit Washington someday so bad. It looks so pretty up there. And now that I've visited Massachusetts, it's like, I simply can't be happy living in Texas, ever. Like, it is so ugly here. It is so pretty up there, and I'm pissed off. Stuck down here. But yeah, anyway, I think that's probably where I'm gonna go ahead and hop off, because I really should go help Ryder with cleaning and probably eat dinner and be a responsible adult. But yeah, I will definitely, hopefully, unless if something comes up, be streaming this again. We'll pick back up in the Fellwood next Wednesday, probably at about the same time. 6:30 is probably generally what I'm gonna aim for, unless if Ryder's work schedule switches it up, which it might. It has a tendency to change often, so some days it might be earlier. Can't imagine it would too often be later, but same thing for Thursdays, I should think. Though Thursdays I'll have to cut it short, usually, because usually I see my other group of friends Thursday nights, but that's once Ryder's off. I will usually be streaming while he's at work, so. That's the plan, but it was good to talk to you all, and it was good to stream again, because once again, I feel like this helped a lot with my fear of it. I don't know why I get so scared every time I take a break from it, but I'm really trying to hold myself accountable and to it this time. I keep posting about it on the internet, so that way, if I fail people, then I'll be sad. Unless if, rather than me just not saying that I'm gonna stream and then not streaming and just feeling bad for myself. I don't want to fail you guys. So, enjoy being a responsible adult. Glad I could catch you a bit. Yep. I'm glad you could too. Hopefully next time, maybe we could talk a little bit more. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna end it. Thanks everyone for stopping by. Bye!